is a journey that never ends. Some say that I'm foolish, some say that I'm bold, to brave the dark forests, wild beasts and the cold. But I choose to roam.
Okay, welcome back to Stormcaller's Fury, episode 23, from a very long hiatus. First of all, we will go around the table and reintroduce ourselves, and a little bit about how your character has developed so far, and any other details that you think people might want to know. Who would like to go first?
Not it.
Not it.
Oh, screw it, I'll go first. Hi everyone, I'm Ben. I play Calenthor. He's a Kalashtar Blood Hunter, Artificer multi-class. He's been dabbling a little bit in a bit of tinkering recently. As of late, he's on a bit of a vengeful arc because he's just found out his long lost of Holly is in hell. And he got taunted, and there was a bit of a cinematic brawl, if you will, with our tiefling adversary. But yeah, he's slowly coming a bit more into his own, but could go either way. Who wants to go next? Go free.
Still not it.
I play Zephyr, for Zephyr Swiftsong. She is a half Air Genasi, half elf. And she started off as a cleric, and is now unlocked some magic within her, and is pursuing the sorcerer route. Still got a couple of levels in cleric. Got to keep that heavy armor. But yeah, she's opening. Her world has been opened up a lot more. She grew up only knowing her dad, and now she's having visions and finding out things about her family that she, on her mum's side, that she didn't necessarily want to know, but definitely knows now. And hopefully at some point she will get to meet her mum, unless our DM is devious and has plans for that. So we'll find out.
BBG inbound.
Yeah. Like, you get to meet your mom. It's great. Yeah. So we'll see.
Oh, that would be so mean.
There's 3 of you left. One of you has to go.
Okay.
Oh.
I have I'm Cardiff, and I play Keenan Moonsense, who is a wonderfully sneaky bard who started off this campaign lying to everybody, very mission orientated, spying for his family's spy network. But through our adventures has grown to see that genuine friendships, and he now has his best buddy Persephone, and currently there is tension between what his mother wants him to do and him protecting Persephone. It's a true friend, so he's been confused which way to go, and he still hasn't made up his mind.
Yikes for me. I can go.
Yeah, I was like, I don't mind.
I was
Which of us goes?
I love how you guys just keenly left out that you guys got married in an episode.
Well, that's true.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
We did not get married. That is not legal. Okay. I do not consent. I'm Hiccups. I'm playing Persephone. She started this campaign as just a little out of touch tiefling cleric, not really knowing what was going on with her life, still not knowing what's going on with her life. But now she knows a little bit more about who she is, and she's getting more in touch with her druidic side. She reunited with her other best friend, Kozar. And apparently they're in like a throuple now that she was not made aware of until recently. And they're fake married. Keenan, Kozar, and Persephone. And I'm just going to leave it at that. Because fake marriage.
And Nim.
Yeah, I'm Gary. I play Nim. She is a tiefling paladin. She started the campaign, I'd say, very naive, and she's slowly learning a lot more about the world and about herself. And she has come into a few conflicts between her infernal heritage that she's proud of and her worship of the Guardian, and I still think she's very much working that out and is not sure how it's going to go for her.
Okay. So, the last we sort of finished the other first part of our story, which was you guys moving on from Irides Coast over, meeting some people along the way. You got all the way to Iron Ridge. You then helped start a rebellion against a merchant consortium that had established themselves inside. Some of your companions blew it up, whilst you stole various things, as well as got up to some hijinks along the way as well. The last session we left off, Persephone, you stopped at a post office to send some letters. Callan also sent one as well. Keenan, you bought some toys and sweets for some children, and learning that you had created a new gang who are now loyal to you. Nim and Callan, you had a little consult with the Tinkerer Dex, the sort of engineer of Iron Ridge, who offered you some new upgrade for the schematics. With different spring-loaded magazines, grapple bolts, and different arcane focus and things like that. You did a little bit more shopping before you chose your road forward, which was the short route through the mines beneath the Hellfallen Peaks. Once you were inside, you had a day or two, I can't remember, of walking inside. You faced some little kobold tricksters and some crumbling planks. There were a load of bats, and you made camp with some alarms that you then heard Callan's little mischief as one of the kobolds had eaten one of his explosive beetles. Deeper, you went into a vast quartz chamber where you met Levy, who was a strange pixie. She was very suspicious of thieves, as you all learnt, seeing the decomposing skeleton of a kobold caught in the crystal. But she did grow attached to Zephyr, who earned her trust, and in exchange for a card-woven bird, Zephyr was given a fake crystal. However, there has been a cost that she will find out later along the line, that she can no longer taste beer, and it will just taste like ash. The last thing we left as the tunnels gave way to daylight, you guys were once again amongst the snow of the peaks of Hailfaller, and ahead of you was a small, squat stone hut that leant against the wind. It had different mountain ponies in a pen, and there was a fur-cloaked man waved from the doorway. He gave you all tea and sort of explained that he could take care of your horses. You had a little sleep, and that's where we begin today. And the next morning, you will have had your long rests. your ponies are being taken care of, and all you need to do is finish the mountain pass, and before you can reach the dwarven capital. Take it away.
Sorry. Someone else take it away. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's going on.
So
Sorry. Well,
we've just finished, and then we're walking out at daylight. Yeah.
Yep.
Is that? Yeah. Okay. I guess I'll.
Can we just? Are we all just like hissing at the sun because we've been in the dark for so long? Ah, fuck! Ah,
It burns.
right. Jesus. Ah.
I guess I'll just try and take a high point and just have a look around. Might as well gauge a bit of the surrounding before we start moving on.
Yeah, there's only one road ahead of you guys. The climb begins almost immediately. It's been carved into the mountain. And you can see slick stone that's just covered in frost and snow that's been melted and refrozen. The best you can tell is that you're just going to have to make your way up and around. And
Okay.
whatever lies beneath, you have no idea.
Fair enough. Proceed with caution.
Yes.
Is there anything else anyone else wanted to do before we start moving?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. Let's get our butts moving now.
Okay. Ahead of you, as you curl your way up and around, the falling snow begins to whip round with the force of the wind behind it. And the way forward, you begin to notice sections of the path begin to narrow, and parts have broken off and fallen down the mountainside. The frost has lifted slabs from the bedrock, leaving jagged edges and very sudden gaps. And other stretches are buried under really drifted snow that's been packed so tight it hides anything lying beneath. On your right, the mountain rises continually into the clouds, whilst on your left it drops away into mist. I need whoever's going to lead you to make a perception check.
I am not very perceptive, so whoever else wants to take the lead, feel free.
I am perceptive, but I don't want to take the lead.
If it was survival, I'd go for it, but
I feel like
I shall roll it.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, he has proclaimed himself as our leader.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
he should really, lead.
Several times.
that's the
yes.
question. With your new little gang, who's the actual chaos crew now?
Yes, let's
No,
just,
they're the silver wormlings. We're the chaos crew.
Okay.
yes, let's
DM,
just
that
let
was a 19.
the squishy one lead.
Okay.
Yep.
A 19 with your elven sight. You can see that every now and then parts of the pathway sort of overhang by a little curving part of the mountain, and you know that that would give you a much better path to keep going. None of you find yourselves into any danger for the first couple of minutes as you're moving through and you continue on your journey. I do need, I'm guessing Keenan is now in front, so I need Keenan to make a athletics check for me, please.
Is a 17.
Very nice. Yeah, so you're just pushing forwards through the snow. It's about ankle deep in this part. So you're making a pathway for the others, so they don't need to roll anything. 2. Who is behind you is my question. Who is the second person?
Say
That
probably
probably will be.
Zephyr.
I was about to say it'll probably be me, but it could be both of us. Because
Yeah.
she'd want to be right up his ass, being like besties.
Okay. Can you make a dex save for me, please?
Fuck. I shouldn't have said me. Hold on. I need to find out what it is. All my stuff's confusing because it's not on my brain. What do I have for dexterity? Why am I singing that?
Several months early.
Yeah. Oh! Natural 20?
Yes.
Very nice. You will watch as where Persephone goes to take a step, the whole ground beneath part of her foot gives way. But she sort of holds one hand onto the side of the mountain wall and is now like pivoted, and that leg's still in the air, and she hasn't fallen off the mountain
Yet.
yet.
It gives this like nervous little chuckle, like, I'm fine.
The gale grows
Keenan-
stronger with the higher that you guys climb. Each gust is threatening to drive you sideways off the narrow path.
I have a question.
Yes.
It says on, if I'm correct, on Druidcraft that you can use it to like predict the weather. I
Yeah.
need to find it again. Hold on. Can I do that just to see if it's going to get any worse or if it's going to maintain? It just says like in your location. I guess we're still moving. It doesn't like specify how. It does say 30 feet. Never mind. Forget it. Ignore me. We're going to be moving, so.
Yeah, so you'd have to keep casting it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I will not do that.
I do have Fetterful prepared if everything does go to shit. Because me and Cliffs do not go well.
Amazing. You in a slight, like a hill, like a small.
a steep
A
incline.
molehill, dude.
Yeah.
I've
This
got the
guy
same weight-
literally makes a mountain out of a molehill.
I've got
He
the
could-
same weaknesses as a wheelchair.
Oh no.
Yikes.
Oh dear. Anyway, let's carry on.
The second part of the path has become coated in hard ice, and cracks where the frost has split into the stone. If I could have an acrobatics check from everyone.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
totally.
That sounds great.
If you
17.
don't want to do an acrobatics, you can try and persuade me a different check if you think that it would be. If you can give like a valid reason for what you're looking for.
Nope.
That was a
Bad either way.
15 from Zephyr.
Okay.
17 for me.
If I shimmy across, can it be performance instead?
No.
If I just Macarena, does that count?
Yeah. If I do the running man across, can I?
That's too funny.
19.
Okay.
You roll better than me.
Yeah,
You had about-
I rolled a 17 and I have a +2. I got lucky, dude.
I got a 6. I feel like I'm falling. And I can't think of. I'm like trying to think of a way I can justify doing an athletics check, but I genuinely can't. So, 6 it is.
On behalf of Nim DM,
Yes.
can I propose that she makes a constitution because she's a tiefling and super warm and could have melted the ice and fixed her position and not slip?
No, because it doesn't mean that you're inherently warm. It just means that you're more resistant to fire.
It. I tried.
Nice try, though.
If anything,
Nice try.
it should mean that they're cold-blooded, but I won't get into that. You
I can
take
pretend I know what that means.
3 bludgeoning damage, Nim, and you begin to slip back down the pathway, down the mountainside. So I need
Can
I need
we-
either Callan or Zephyral to make either a strength or a dex check and catch you.
Can I
Is mine?
check? I don't know if you heard. I rolled a 7 on my check. Am I also sliding alongside Nim?
Yes. Yeah.
Can I throw my rope down, like hold one end, and throw it down to see if
You
maybe one of them
can-
can catch it on
You
their way
can
down?
certainly try if that's what you want to try.
I don't know. Or they're just gonna drag me down with them.
Do you want to just tie the rope around me? Then I'll like dive after them. Because that's never gonna go badly.
No, because that sounds like that has more momentum. You're gonna drag me with you.
But on the plus side, I have Featherfall prepared, so if we do fall, it's fine.
But the difference is you're not falling, you're sliding.
They're more
They're
tumbling.
sliding down.
They're not
Yeah.
falling off the mountain. They're falling back down the path.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say. Right, in that case, yeah, I could do a dex check in the take it. It's up to her.
Can I? No, I don't know. Do I still have my? I'm looking at the party inventory. Stupid woman.
I could
Can I,
I could catapult your rope to them.
Can I?
Technically.
I was gonna say, can I like stab my? Not sharp, but can I like embed my staff into the ground and just use it to anchor myself as I throw the rope?
You can try.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
I don't know what else to do, but
Yeah, so make
That's
a
if, like,
strength
if
check
they
with
fail.
advantage.
okay, cool. Hold on. I don't think I have anything. Strength.
Yeah, I was just about to say we've talked ourselves into a bad situation here.
You guys, I have -1.
Oh god.
Because I remember the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
saga of training you to stop so your punch dealt 1 damage.
No.
Anyway, let's see how this
Okay,
goes.
hold on.
Can I assist? Or we just
Not in this, no, because she's in front of you. What did you roll?
4 total.
No, not you. Like stab your staff into the ground. It slips on the frost. You just fall on your face. You don't move, and the rope just
Okay.
sort of tumbles, sort of limply across the floor.
Okay. Well,
So, Nim and Keenan,
Mm-hmm.
you both take 3 bludgeoning damage. You fall. You sort of know how long it took you to get up this far, so you know it's going to lose you 10 minutes until you can rejoin your group. The cold is also getting worse as the wind whips up, and you can feel that sort of biting chill start to hit across your faces. I need everyone to make a Constitution save, and the longer you stay here, the more times you will make this.
oh, I'm rolling the wrong die.
That is a
Question.
9.
Question.
That is 22.
How affected by the wind is Zephyr?
Avatar moment.
By the wind, you're not, but by the cold,
Okay.
you are.
The cold, okay.
Yes.
So
So
I'm just
if,
imagining all of our hair like blowing out of our face, and hers is just still. Hers is fine.
if anyone got below 13,
So what was that check?
so it's a Constitution save.
Constitution save, okay. I got a 13 exactly.
Perfect. So anyone got less than a 13, you're going to take 7 points of cold damage. But you now have a choice. So Persephone, Kalanthar, and Zephyr, you guys can move on to the last part of the climb, or you can wait for the other 2 and have to re-roll and take more damage. Potentially.
Can we shout down to
Probably-
them?
So they're 10 minutes away. It's quite a
yo,
way
catch up.
that they fall.
Yeah. This might not be possible, but I'm going to try it. Could I try a survival check to see if I can see a nearby cave that we can shelter in?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm so sorry.
Cool. Oh, that's a 12. I've got a +5. Come on, man.
There doesn't seem to be any sort of natural help in this
Okay.
blizzard, as far as you can tell.
Okay.
Why did two of you
I,
have to fall? I have a great plan, but it can only work with one person.
You just have to choose your favorite.
Rough. Can I as we're I don't know, it depends what we decide to do.
Gotta make a decision.
I'm happy to keep going, but like I don't know about you guys because
Just checking
I'm
something
also-
quickly. Just bear with me. Just curious if anything in the infusions list will help. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
God. How much do we think both a shield, so all three, a shield, Keenan, and Nim weigh? And do we think it's less than 500 pounds?
Probably.
Nim's wearing heavy armor.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think. I'm trying to think of how much Nim would weigh with her armor.
Like I was thinking, yeah, but then I was like, oh, she's wearing heavy armor.
No, I
maybe not.
think you'd go over it, because I'm
Okay.
way above 200 pounds myself.
Keenan probably only weighs like 90, so
Balances it out fine.
He's deceptive. Like he looks skinny, but he's actually
fair.
chunkier than
got a
he's
sleeper
got
body.
130 pounds.
Yeah.
He's got a sleeper build.
How far down are they in relation to us at this point? I know that you said they're 10 minutes walk, but like feet wise, how far down are they?
A lot.
My
I don't know what
Longer
the
than
number would be, but it is a lot.
So my idea was if there was only one of them down there, for Zephyr to fly down there, cast levitate on one of them, and then pull them back. But I can't do levitate on anything heavier than like 500 pounds. So like I was trying to think like if I cast levitate on like a shield and have them stand on the shield.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a weird way of going about it.
But I don't think the shield, Keenan and Nim all together weighs less than
Yeah, probably not.
I have absolutely nothing helpful. I'm just gonna let you guys know. Sorry. I'm useless.
Okay, what if Zephyr casts levitate on Nim and Nim carries Keenan? Because Zephyr's not that strong, but Nim's strong.
Possibly. Quick question. So just had a spark of inspiration.
Okay.
Could we, I know it's a blizzard, but in theory, because it's like really intense, could we, in theory, start a fire with alchemical fire to try and warm us up to stave off the blizzard a bit with the damage?
I mean, yes. I'm curious as to where you're putting the fire.
It's just an idea. I didn't think about it that much.
I mean, oh no.
Are we just like in a complete
I can
open clearing
with druid craft. I can instantly light a fire, but we don't have a fire to light.
You're on a mountain pass.
Exactly in the middle of the snow. Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. Okay, it's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Ignore me. It's just a thought.
Look, if I hadn't gone into sorcererdom, I could have had a tiny little hut to cast, but I don't. I'm so sad about
Choices and choices.
Choices.
Is there?
Uh-huh.
I have had a genius idea. Is there
roll-
somewhere like ahead
roll
of
my
us
judgment.
that I can attach the fucking whip to as like a grappling hook and then like pull myself along?
I would say that you could maybe use it to help you, and it would take you maybe less time to get back.
Okay, I'm gonna do that because
Okay.
I feel smart.
Sure.
So if we're moving, are we still going to take damage potentially? If like, would we still have to roll for a Constitution save?
Yes, but not as many times, if you get what I mean.
Okay.
So
I gotcha.
for you
Yeah.
roll one for this one, and then the next section you will be rolling one as well. But if you keep
Okay.
staying in this section trying to help them, you'll keep rolling it.
But we know they're alive. Like,
You know they're alive.
obviously they
yeah.
are. Like
Yeah.
we as players know, but like we saw them go down. Like, but we can still see that they didn't
Are
die.
they still within like the 200 feet of like his message cast?
I mean, they're like, what is it, 10 minutes walk?
Yeah.
Difficult terrain is 15 foot. They're about 9,000 feet away,
Okay, so yeah, okay.
if I
No,
calculated
Not
that
even
right.
close.
I think we soldier on, try and find a cave, set up a fire to
Um,
warm up, and then let them catch up.
If we
'cause
do
we're not
that,
gonna-
then can I do like a druid craft thing to leave a trail of flowers as we're walking? No, like little buds behind us. It's like a tree, like a trail of breadcrumbs, so they know where we're going.
Well, I can set off my light arrows as we're going, but I don't know whether
Just
you'd see
as a
it through the
little-
blizzard.
Just because it's a cantrip and I don't have to. Waste
I
anything to use it.
actually got taught this the other day. Technically, you can't make flowers appear. You can only make them blossom.
Buds. It says you can instantly make a flower bud. Yeah.
Yeah. I was under that
Nice.
misapprehension as well. So.
Okay.
But they know where you guys are going. There's only one way.
There's only
It's
one
either
path.
along the path or off the edge. It's not like there's
Mhm.
not much choice in where you're going.
Like we can still see them.
No, not at the moment.
No.
But you know where they are.
So how do we know
There's
they're?
like
So how do we?
9,000 feet.
So how do we know they're alive?
You don't.
That's what I'm saying. Like, in,
But
like
you saw
me
them
as Mel,
fall.
me
You
as
saw
Mel,
them-
I'm like, let's go. But like Zephyr would be like, oh my
Yeah,
god, they just
same.
fell down a
So
mountain.
you
and-
saw them fall down the path, and it seemed to
Yeah.
take a
Couldn't just go down the
natural
path.
route, and they were clinging to the right side of the mountain. So you can guess that they might be alive, but you can't know for sure.
I know what Zephyr would do, and Zephyr would fly down immediately and go find them. So that's what Zephyr's gonna do. Zephyr's gonna go after
Okay.
them.
Sure.
Could I also then, in that case, do the check the weather to see if it's gonna ease off at all, like over the next? It says over like the next 24 hours, because Zeph wants to know if they go up and find shelter, is it gonna calm down so they can come back down and see if they can find them? just wants to see if-
All you see is just more snowflakes. So
Okay.
it doesn't look like it's
Come
gonna
up. Okay,
fall.
yeah, it doesn't look like it's laying up. Okay.
So yeah, Zephyr's gonna go fly straight down, like, and find them.
Okay.
Does she, like, how long would that take? If she's
Well,
cutting.
you don't have the difficulty of having to trudge back through the snow.
Yeah.
So it would take you maybe 5 minutes to get to them.
Mhm.
They are still alive. They look
okay.
miserable and very cold.
And then Zephyr's gonna gonna message Persephone and say, "Found them. They're okay. Go on ahead. We'll find you."
Okay, so Keenan and Nim, through the haze and the white mist of the blizzard, you just see this almost angelic blue form slowly floating towards you, hovering off the ground until it gets closer and you realize that it is her.
Okay.
I guess we keep trudging up the path. Keenan will use prestidigitation to try and warm as much of his clothes as he can.
Okay. Good choice.
Okay, so do we think? So wait, you said Keenan would weigh like 130 pounds.
Let me
Do you think?
double check what I put. Yes, he's 130 pounds.
Okay, so that would mean. Do we think Nim and heavy armor would be more than 370?
Give me a minute.
Sorry.
Uh, 65 plus. Yes, you would way less than that, yeah.
So, okay, Zephyr will tell them to, like, cling to each other, I guess. And then, like, reach over, smack Nim on the arm, and cast Levitate on Nim.
Like, grabs, like, bear hugs Keenan and is like,
Yeah.
hold on!
Keenan weirdly wraps himself around Nim,
He's a
legs and
koala.
arms all over. Yeah, proper koala. And it's surprisingly warm.
Nim is
Body-
very pleased.
And then, yeah, Zephyr's gonna, like, grab a hold and just, like, start flying back with this levitating duo. And see how well this works.
Yeah, I mean, you could push them along like a trolley.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's like being in no gravity, so you're just floating.
Mhm.
So you can either move yourself like pulling along surfaces, or Zeph can just push you to like a little
Rain sledge.
like a
Yeah.
sleigh.
I feel like
yeah.
she would just kind of, like, push them.
Okay. I need everyone to make another Constitution save. But you guys do eventually regroup back where you were.
Yeah, more damage. How much damage?
Only two.
Well, I
or
would have
double
thought that we would have.
ones.
I imagine Callan and Seth would have started moving up the second she heard from Zephyr.
It's up to you.
I didn't get a
guys.
chance to reply, but she would have told Callan and then been like, "Let's go see if we can find some shelter further up." Because she said, we'll find you."
Okay.
she was like, she
I
would've
need one of
been,
you to make a survival check. See if you can find anywhere.
I got this.
"Okay,
I don't got this. It's a 12.
you should have
I
let me
know.
get it, dude.
Nope.
What do you have on survival?"
You guys also
I
need
have
to
a
make
plus
that.
5.
I have a +7.
Yep, you guys need to make that con save as well. So if anyone got less than
Yeah.
13, you only take 2 points of cold damage. It's not a lot.
Okay. 2 points.
2 points.
What if I rolled exactly a 13? It's fine.
Then you
Because it's
pass,
not
yeah.
under. Oh, okay, cool.
Meets it, beats it.
I rolled a 13.
The last portion, as you all regroup and cross into the next part, is a little bit more out of the way, I guess, as you move into a gorge that's been created in the mountain. The wind is still high as it whistles through parts of the stone, but you do have a little bit of reprieve from the harsh cold. Snow in front of you has piled high across the narrow cut. So crossing it means you either need to climb it or carve your way through it. I will leave that up to you guys of how you want to try and traverse this massive wall of snow. It's about 25 feet high.
I use some of my black powder and blow it up.
It's up to you, but you are in a gorge in a mountain.
Yeah,
True.
let's not do
Have
that.
one.
Do we want an
Avalanche.
avalanche?
I got excited. I had black powder. I was like looking at my inventory. Do I have a grenade or anything still?
What was the option? Sorry.
You
What
can
were the
either climb
options
it or
again?
go through it, or provide me another way that you're going to cross this.
Well, if it's like a decline across, like a glass feather fall, we could glide. That could be kind of fun. We
No.
might get blown around by the wind then. Never mind. Ignore that.
Is with the amount of time Zephyr's fly has probably run out, right?
How long does it last?
I think it's only like 10 minutes. Something not great.
Let me have a look.
Whereas, so I'm doing this on an iPad for the
Yeah, it
first
is
time.
10
And I'm
minutes.
like, where is...
So,
yeah.
yes,
So, yeah.
it would have ended by now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
No fly. No fly.
The strong boys want to try and... The strong girlies want to try and punch through the thing.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, do I just use my axe and try and like hack through it?
If you want to try that, you can.
You know what? It's Nim. She would try and do that. That is what she would try and do.
Okay, make me an athletics check.
Can I
Athletics
give her
check.
guidance as I see her doing this?
Do you have proficiency in athletics? Oh, no, but
Guidance
guidance,
doesn't
yeah,
need that.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought you meant, can I help her? And I was like, I don't think so. But okay.
Also, I do have proficiency in athletics.
Yeah.
Suck my
No
pee-pee.
way! Oh,
So do I.
what's that make it? Like 2 or 3?
2.
So I rolled 22,
Okay.
and then if guidance is 23 total because I'm rolling like shit.
Yeah, you begin to make a pretty decent dent in it. You get the feeling that if you're going to keep on this way, maybe 20 minutes, and you can make your way entirely through this whole thing. Just hacking away.
Would that go faster if somebody helps?
That is usually how digging works, yes.
Yes. I suppose Zephyr will try with her short sword.
Yeah, make me an athletics.
Can I try and use my
Attempt.
shield to help? That's all I have.
You can
Have a staff, but
attempt to
not-
help, absolutely. So
Zephyr
for each
rolled a 13.
successful, that is a fail. For each successful athletics, you will cut down by 5 minutes.
Hold on. Let me try. Hold on.
As it's like a wall of ice, right?
Essentially, yeah.
Wait, did you
Can
say athletics?
Yes.
Oh, I did a straight. I mean, it's the same, like +2, so it doesn't matter. Okay.
Where?
Could I use my shield to try and help?
Yeah.
I rolled a 15 plus 17.
Strangely, Persephone has a sort of like feral-esque, like hacking at the snow with 2 hands and a shield. You're gonna make a decent
Come here.
route.
If
Yeah.
there's a dent after Persephone's done that, could I walk up and just like put a vial of alchemist fire in the hole and then just kind of like shoot it at a distance?
If you want
While
to
I'm
try
right
that, you
there,
can try
how
that.
dare you? In my face?
No,
You
I'm
might
not
want to
gonna
tell
throw it in your
everyone to
face, like-
step back a bit, but
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm just gonna place it there, then walk back, and
Yeah.
then say, "Stand back."
Yeah, at the moment it'll take you.
Shoot it
At the
while I'm
moment,
there.
at the moment it'll take you 15 minutes of them digging to get you through this.
Yeah.
But if you want to make this quicker, you can
Mhm.
certainly try.
Okay. Right. I'll place a. vial of
As he
alchemist fire in
places
the hole.
it, Seth wants to turn to him and say, if you cause an avalanche, I will leave you buried under snow.
It's just a bit of fire. It'll be fine.
If you start an avalanche, I will leave you buried under the snow.
If we get buried, we're probably dead anyway. So, well, we got.
So I will tell you. I will tell you. This has 3 stages. You passed the first one. You failed the second one because 2 of you fell. If you failed another one, there will be a consequence. If you pass this one, then there won't be any consequences.
Yay!
Okay.
Yay, no consequences.
Is there, right, group vote. Is everyone okay with me putting fire on this before I do this? Because
It's gonna like explode, right? Or does it just?
No, it'll just pull out. It's alchemist fire. It's not an explode. It's not thing. It's just 5 foot.
Yeah,
radius
it's a sticky, adhesive, flammable fluid.
Yeah, think of it like napalm.
Yeah.
Zephyr's gonna move away from this sticky, flammable fluid.
Yeah,
I will be gesturing for everyone to move back.
away.
I'm just asking before I put it on there that everyone's happy with it.
Yeah, go for it. Why not?
Zephyr against my better judgment trusts you. So
Keenan is at the very beginning of the hole, just next to it, trying to make his own hole, and has made like about half a centimeter in his little daggers, like poking at the eyes.
Made himself a little bunker. Love it. Right, yeah, I will walk up, put a vial of alchemist fire there, and walk back to a safe distance. With
I guess
everyone else and
Seth will move
Okay.
too,
Yeah.
begrudgingly.
Make your ranged attack at the alchemist fire. It's a very low AC because it's a vial.
29 to hit.
I think that might hit. Yeah. Because it was such a great number. If you had been close to the DC, I might have tinkered with it slightly. But yeah, you pull back your arm, let loose that arrow, and the arrow sends it all the way through even despite the heavy wind, sort of wobbles a little bit before it cracks into the vial, bursts into flame. I will say yes, a great portion of the wall just begins to melt. You see parts of the snow falling back on top of each other. Yeah, you've made a very decent dent. A good 3/4 of it has fallen down. You can climb up most of it before you'd have to continue hacking at it again. But about 5 minutes, and you guys are through and out to the other side. It's just more part of the gorge that is not filled with snow, essentially. I will need you guys to make another Constitution save for me, please. But you did pass that stage.
Oh, that's an 8, so I take more damage. Yay.
I was so scared.
that was a nat 20. Yay!
I forget what I have. Shit, no, I closed it. Oh, what do I hit? I think it's a +3. 30, 20.
5.
Anyone that got less than 13, you take another 7 points of cold damage.
Oh my god.
So confidently.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yep.
Ouchie.
Next time, can we be in like a fiery place so I can have resistance to all of this? That would be great.
Well, you never know. You never know.
Girl
Genuine
saying,
ways that didn't
what the
fall off
hell?
a cliff.
I strongly suspect we'll be going to hell at some point. So
Is it hot
I
down
mean-
there?
The cavern where we lost Pipkin was a little bit fiery.
true.
Well, no, I wasn't there.
Yeah, it was. Oh no, you
I
weren't.
wasn't there.
I thought you said it wasn't fiery. It's just like, I'm pretty sure it was, because Pipkin went up in a ball of flames at the end.
No, I said I wouldn't know because I was not there.
Yeah.
So we're free now, kind of.
Yes.
Are we ever free?
Touche. Question:
Yes.
Is Dark still with us? I forgot
It-
about him.
Is who?
Kozar still with us, or did he
Yes,
stay
he
behind?
is still with you. You do notice that he doesn't seem to mind the cold as much as you guys.
Would you say the cold never bothered him anyway?
The cold never bothered him anyway.
I mean, he does have a white head braid. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're like parts of his tusks have been frosted over. But he sort of looks like he's in his element, to the best of your guess.
Will like
Cozy
dust
Disney
off his
Princess
tusks.
confirmed.
Yeah.
Seth will just like casually dust off some of the frost off of his tusks and then continue walking.
But yeah, the final climb takes you higher than you thought the path would continue. There's switchbacks, the wind grows harsher until your breath becomes ragged and your cloaks are very stiff with that frost. The stone becomes dark and wet beneath the snow. And when at last you crest the pass and the world below opens. The ridge spreads wide into a saddle of stone wind-carved and scoured bare. The snow here is thin to a crust of ice in places, and from one side you can see the top peak of one of the mountains of the Hellfollow Peaks. And from the other, the land falls away into other smaller mountains and cresting ridges. And you look across what you know as the jagged lands of Dhulrum. To the north is a great mountain that comes beyond all view, its peak arcing into the clouds. Further south, there begins to see the view of a long, winding river and the lush, verdant trees of the Ithulafern. Even from the point in which you're standing, you can see small specks of brown, almost looks like houses, dotted here and there beneath, along the dirt. The view is stark and endless, and the valleys run like wounds beneath their serrated edges. Closer, you can see the pass itself bears marks of some travel quite recently. I need one of you to make a perception check for me.
I can do it. That is a 10.
Okay. You can see a line of cairns spaced every 100 paces. Most are still standing, and snow has been piled up against them. Some of them have offerings wedged beneath the cracks. It's very similar to a practice you'd seen in the recent funeral. You can see small coins blackened by the weather and knife blades dulled to nothing. And the path continues on the far side of the crest, descending narrow switchbacks into a wider valley. What is... Let me just check everyone's... Zephyr, you spot off to the left, just out of the corner of your eye, there's a set of footprints in the snow that look... They look like three very steady marks that seem to continue down along the same path that you want to follow. If you want, you can make a survival check.
So how far from them would you say that they are?
From
The
you guys?
footprints? Yeah.
They lead from where you are. Continue.
Oh, okay. Can I point them out to the others? Because Zephyr's survival is shit.
If you
I
want
could
to, yeah.
help you with the survival. I'm proficient. If that helps, I don't know.
Does that work?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, let's do this. It's a 13. And then wait, I roll again, right? With the help.
Yes.
Okay, the 13 is the higher one.
Oh, sorry.
It's all good.
Dread.
This just means that you can't predict fully what it is. But you can take a good enough guess, and so can the others. Cutting through them, it's a cluster of footprints. They look like they're dragging lightly at the heel, and they're a lot closer together than a human's stride. You would guess
Would you
that
say
maybe...
they're like human sized? Like
No, they're a little bit smaller.
Okay.
They sort of weave from side to side as if the creatures were darting and scampering almost. And the trail isn't that deep, which means they're quite light.
I like that you clarified that it's like they're darting, because when you said weave side to side, I was like, oh, because they're drunk.
No.
Yeah, same.
It's just a herd of really drunk crabs just walking side to side.
Did you say we saw like kobolds and stuff in the cave? It's not like a similar to theirs.
Zephyr would have no reference to be able to tell you yes or no.
Okay.
So it's just like footprints. They be weaving.
They could be weaving.
I mean, that's me. But yeah, Zephyr would be like, oh, this. So what direction do they go? Sorry.
Down the same path.
Okay. Just like I guess we follow them maybe, but like stealthily.
Okay, so they're dangerous. Does it just look like they were? You said they were like weaving in and out. Do you think that they were being like they were avoiding something, or
maybe, or it's like, yeah, you said they're like dragging, so maybe they're hurt, or
who knows?
Not sure.
Well, we're going that way anyway. It's
I guess
I'm
we
sure
keep an
we'll
eye
find
out.
out.
yeah, just be extra aware.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep our wits about us and keep an eye out.
Okay.
That is an excellent idea, Persephone, and he hides behind her.
Squishy boy.
The far side of the pass bends down into a long and careful slope. The stone path is still narrow, but here you can see the signs of civilization as someone shaped them into more deliberately laid blocks, edge to edge, where grooves have been carved where cartwheels have worn their way into the mountain. The cairns give way to marker posts as the road joins another, each a squat pillar of granite chiseled with runes and a number. The wind remains sharp, but the air thickens as you descend. The thin, brittle bite of the high peaks eases into a heavier breath that's almost earthy. Where is this? Anyway, where was I? By midday, the terrain softens as valleys open out between the ridges, their slopes tiered with terraces of pale barley and winter greens. The fields are neat, cut into squares and stitched with lone stone walls, and smoke curls from steadings tucked against the slopes, with long, narrow houses built out of black stone with turf roofs. Each one sits almost exactly a quarter mile from the next, like little beads strung with care. At first you never really see anyone, until out the morning air and towards the afternoon sun, you spot the stout form of someone working in the terrace, wrapped in a woolen cloak. Some stop to watch you as you pass, as you see the sort of beaded eyes and heavy beards of dwarves. A younger boy leans against a fence post. He's chewing a strip of dried root as his eyes sort of watch you go by. It would seem that you are a little out of your element here. The road eventually leads you to a small way house that's been built into the slope where two ridges meet. Its roof is a dark grey turf and its walls thick cut stone, and above the lintel a slate tablet reads Cardunor, 12 miles. A second slate has been nailed below it, carved with 3 lines, one marked for the cart road, one for the footpath, and one named the Winter Line. And you can see a dwarven man with a heavy wool cloak is standing at the door. You can see he holds a piece of chalk in his hand, and every time someone walks past, on a great stone, he tallies the numbers. His slate is already a field of white strokes, but he never stops. The way house smells of coal, smoke, and boiled grain, and you are growing weary as the evening light begins to dawn. What would you like to do?
I mean, it's been a pretty tiring journey. Maybe we find somewhere to get out of the wind.
Yeah, seems like a good plan. Do you reckon they're going to let us in a tavern, judging by those looks we just got?
I mean, those were just looks of. I don't think they were like looks of disgust or anger. They were just looks of we don't see people like you here very often.
Yeah, I get that look a
No?
lot.
Or am I? Yeah, me too. Is that? Am I wrong? Am I misunderstanding? Because I
No, I
mean, that's
think
what I
you're
thought it
right.
was.
I mean, and in my experience, if you've got gold to spend in a tavern, most are, well, every tavern I've ever been to are quite happy to take my money.
True.
Mhm.
Very true.
Gold is gold.
Let's just see if we can find somewhere to rest then. Get some beer.
Yeah, I really want some beer.
Oh, I've heard the dwarves do like a really nice, like warmed beer. Like it's like almost hot with a little bit of spice to it. I could really do with one of those right now.
Let's just yeah. I was just being mean.
Above table question, does it count for every variant of beers, like stouts and everything like that as well? Or is it just
I
like
assume-
standard hot beer?
I assume it's all beer.
It's all beer.
Oh no.
I was just being mean. I'm sorry.
Okay, it's gonna be funny when she finds out, so it's all good.
I'm sorry. I want to see it happen. Mean. Yeah, we can just go. I mean, if you guys don't feel comfortable, we can do something else. But
No.
I think anywhere's better than this wind.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Keenan is going to look for the most likely tavern, station, house, anywhere that we could
Like
stop
I
at and
said,
buy money.
there's only one which this dwarf is standing outside. It's a
We'll
warehouse.
approach that.
Yeah. Okay.
As we approach, Keenan will call out, "Hello, the way house. Weary travellers, looking to stop and rest for a little bit. On our way to spend some gold in your fair city and spread news on the wider world."
As you walk up, that dwarf sort of just looks at you, nods, doesn't say much else, even with that intro. And as you open the door, it just creaks, and you can see a couple of dwarves. There's two by the hearth that are sharpening some chisels, and one very surly looking elderly gentleman, sort of salt and peppered, long braided beard, just doing the standard cleaning a glass. Looks your way, rolls his eyes a little bit, sort of prepares himself.
For what?
For you guys, whatever you might want.
I was thinking when you say prepares himself, I imagine like he's got his hand on like a little short sword. Like, he prepares himself for battle.
For
Just
battle.
You're just warming up.
Battle.
Just warming up a thing of like baby oil in the corner. The mess like the masseuses do.
Clocking this, Keenan is going to speak on behalf of the party like he normally does, and
Classic.
just going to go in like the most obnoxious positive attitude imaginable. Good evening, fresh newcomers to your town. We've got stories to tell and money to spend. What news from Cardinal?
Can Seth just walk up behind him and put her hand over his mouth? To stop him from talking. Just because she's like, yeah, no, that attitude's not going to work. Yeah.
It's bad behaviour. He's undercover.
True, very true. You see, he just regards you a little bit, looks at Seth. What do you want?
Seth is going to slowly move her hand away. And then she's going to speak and say, we're just somewhere to rest.
Yeah.
The mountain's rough.
Yeah, a lot of people do say that. We've got some beds. You can have one, I suppose.
How much?
It's a way station, you don't pay.
Oh. She's gonna like look at the others and be like, but I do it. I what? What?
I mean, you pay for your food and drink, but you don't pay to stay. The city pays us.
Oh. Okay. Do you accept money anyway?
Sure.
Out of like the kindness of our hearts. I feel weird staying somewhere without
I
paying.
suppose. Yeah, why not? Free money.
She's gonna look at Keenan and give him this look that's like silently telling him to cool off. And then her tail's gonna like hit him to speak at the same time because she's like, I don't like this. I don't like being the one doing the talking. Do the talking. But be
So
cool. Be
he
cool.
stumbles a little bit forward after the tail pat and says, okay, yeah, brilliant. We, obviously, seasoned travellers, we know how this works. Side eyes, Seth. We will be stopping the night, so a good hearty meal. I've heard fabulous tales of the food and drink provided by dwarves, so some of your best beer and stout food all around, please.
Are you calling me short?
And have one for yourself.
You're calling me short because he said stout.
No, I mean sturdy, like stout, as in good and strong.
Oh, so now I'm
and-
fat.
Happy.
Right. Fucking ills.
I think I think what he's saying is like, you know, food, like hearty food that sort of warms your soul.
Sticks to your ribs. Type
Shut up,
food.
Keenan. Do you know? Like good soul food.
Yeah, we've got some stew on over by the
Perfect.
hearth.
That's
You can-
exactly what we mean.
You can help yourselves, and he sort of like taps the counter, and there's a bunch of like poorly stacked wooden bowls, and he turns around and begins filling up some mugs. You can just see very normal, it looks like very cheap made ale.
Zephyr's just gonna think that it's shit ale.
Not lying though, technically, if it's cheap.
No, this
Yep,
ale is shit.
yep.
You see he
Keenan
finishes
is going to
up,
down
he's
his.
got all of the mugs in like one hand, just slides them across the counter. It sort of
Steph's
sloshes a little
jaw
bit.
sort of slacks open because she's impressed. She's like, God damn, that was cool. Cool as
Yeah.
shit.
Keenan's going to down his, smack his lips, and say, "You wouldn't happen to have anything stronger, would you? I've heard great things."
Yeah. He reaches under the counter and pulls out. It's like the largest conical flask you've ever seen. It's got a really wide bottom and then like a really tiny peak. And just sort of places it, undoes the cork like thunk, and you just get this waft of ethanol. It's not even. There's no berries. It's just
Green alcohol.
It is great.
Yeah,
It's
100%.
grain alcohol. Yeah.
Effectively, Keenan's trying to win him over by proving that he can drink strong and with the best of them. It's not a frail.
He sort of
Elf.
gestures at it.
You said we had to
Well-
pay for our food and our drink. How much is this?
2 silver
Sorry, I don't want to be. For all of us?
per person.
Or each? Okay, someone do the math. I'm not good at maths.
Well, this
Well, there's
is
5
all
of you.
happening.
There's 5, so it'd be 5 silver.
So be
6 with Kozar.
10, there's
so it'd be
So it'd be
12
12
silver.
silver.
Yeah.
While this is all happening, like Keenan's doing the talking,
Oh,
Zephyr's gonna take a swig out of her ale mug, whatever, and then immediately, like, her eyes like bulge open. It looks like she wants to spit this out, but she is already very aware that the guy's like not the friendliest. So she just kind of, her cheeks puff out, and then she just kind of makes herself swallow it and just goes, this is great.
Yeah, I don't
Um,
know if anyone's ever accidentally drunk something that's had a cigarette in it, but it's really
Not
not
good.
great. It's very gross.
Zephyr's gonna take 2 gold out of the group money and pop it on the table.
Yeah,
On the
just
counter for
a
him.
large meaty hand slams down, just drags it back.
Cool.
Is there anyone that kind of stands out that they might be like the guy who goes out hunting here?
Make me a perception check.
17.
No, not really. You'd guess that there's not a whole lot of hunting in this part. It's probably more done in the Thulathurn. Most of their food's probably made from crop, including that alcohol. I
Like
would guess.
root veg and
Yeah.
that sort of stuff. Yes. I was wondering if we could maybe find out a bit more about those tracks from earlier. Once I had a chance to talk to Zeph. But never mind. Right. I'll post myself up near the fire because his lips will literally be like frozen together at this point in a cold temperature.
Yeah, Nim is immediately like beeline to the fire. Like, she's freezing.
Keenan will pour himself another glass of the strong stuff and join them by the fire, and then pass it to Callan and go, "Do you think you could do anything with that? I think it's less consumable and more flammable."
I'll tell you what, just for shits and gigs, I'll do the thing of like I'll pour a little bit into like my cup and I'll dip my finger in it and then I'll just whip it across the fire to see if it lights, do that ethanol thing. That's cool.
Yeah. It's instantaneously just
Yeah.
yeah.
Well,
If it could be
definitely packs a
above
punch.
100%, it would be.
Yeah. Well, it definitely packs a punch. I'm surprised you're keeping that down, Keenan. I know you enjoy a good drink, but that's basically what would the equivalent be? A paint stripper?
Paint stripper.
Dissolving
They
it?
have paint.
Do they?
What do you mean? They can strip paint.
Keelan
They
probably
probably
has
use that
paint
to strip
stripper
the
because he
paint.
makes paint.
That's a
Yeah.
good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
They use that for everything. For drinking,
Yeah.
stripping paint, varnishing, whatever
So
comes to
it's
mind.
basically white lightning
Pesticides.
that's been distilled.
Taking care of wounds.
Yeah, antiseptic.
Oh, that's a good point. We could make some more bandages. Like we had those ones from the lake quarter before. We could do like some.
Once everyone's moved away from the counter,
Mhm.
Seb's gonna put 8 more gold down and just like nudge it over, and then she's not gonna say anything and just walk away. Just because she feels bad.
You can see, like as he opens his mouth, like 2 of his teeth has been replaced with just granite, and he's sort of like testing the coin to check that it's actual gold. But that's about it.
She's gonna, as she like notices that, she goes, maybe you can replace one of those with a gold one, and then she'll just walk off.
Just casually.
As
dump
you're
it 2
sort of
years
walking
ago,
away, he's
sorry.
like, daft lady. Everyone knows gold is soft. And he's like, oh. Yeah, you guys have a very sparse meal. The stew it's not filling that much. It's just filling the hole, essentially. And once you retire to your beds, they are very simple, wooden, covered with just enough bedding to make it palatable before you turn in for the night. You will benefit from your long rest.
Wow.
Yeah.
You don't notice, but throughout maybe you do notice, but Zephyr keeps trying to drink the beer throughout the night, and just thinks that like, oh, maybe something else was in it in that one, sip or whatever. And it just, her face just gets progressively worse, and then occasionally, and then at one point she stops drinking the beer, but then she'll forget that it tastes bad, and she'll try and drink it again, and then yeah.
Please tell me she kept a log of this in like a little diary, because that would be hilarious.
Not yet.
Well,
This is only the first time this has happened, but maybe in the future.
I feel like Seth would have seen her do that and deliberately not drunk her own, because she's like, oh yeah, it's that bad. She
Yeah.
deliberately
It
would
is
have
that
avoided
bad.
drinking her own. So hers is like still filled to the brim, not touched. Because she saw you take a sip and was like, no, not for me.
Like she probably did the thing where she like drank a bit and then was like, oh, I really can't swallow this again, and just like hopes no one's looking and just kind of spits it back in.
Let me
Would
just check if he
Keenan have
was
noticed
looking.
that?
Oh,
I don't know.
yeah. As you are doing that, you do notice that not many people have seen it, and noticed you like sort of spitting it back in. But you sort of, just out of habit, sort of check over your shoulder, and the bartender's just like both hands on the bar, just staring. And he holds it for a good couple of minutes before he like moves away.
If
Prolonged
Keenan notices her
eye
do
contact.
this, he'll use his usual tricks of disposing of drinks and not actually drinking them to kind of try and help her out. So like spilling it on the floor by accident, swapping it with a half-empty glass, like all of this stuff. So it looks like it's going down. At the same time, he's going to keep pouring more of this like really strong alcohol, but top up a water skin and not actually drink it. with the hope of getting a full water skin full of this really strong alcohol to give to Callum by the end of the evening.
Make me a sleight of hand check.
With
If
pleasure.
you're gonna keep drinking the ethanol flask,
Pretend to drink it.
pretend to drink it. It is 1 gold per shot.
That's fine. Tell me how much I need to pay.
28 gold.
Ian's got some deep pockets.
That's a nat 20.
Okay.
Nice.
What is the total?
For hang on. I'll go back. 26.
Okay. You do notice that the dwarf behind the bar, once again, his eyes sort of like moving over you. He does notice that every now and then you do put something in the wineskin, but he doesn't seem to. You're paying for it, so it's like, whatever. I also rolled a nat 20.
Damn.
Nice. You said 28 gold for all of those.
28 gold,
shots,
yes.
right?
There are 28 shots in a standard bottle of alcohol.
Probably a long shot, but as this is a way station, is there like a visitor book type thing of where people have noted stuff that's happening around, like a bulletin board or anything like that?
It doesn't look like it. The only marker for people passing by seem to be that man outside marking chalk.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think there'd be anything else I'd look out for. Because
Okay.
just a thought, see if there was any like reports of stuff going on. But I suppose I could go
Understandable.
around and ask. Yeah.
Next morning comes chilly. It is noticeably colder. You guys wake up very early, but you are refreshed. And you have not fell into my trap of 1 point of exhaustion.
Mhm.
Would you like to do anything before you leave?
Zephyr's gonna go like outside of the kind of like poke her. So the guy that you said was doing the tallying,
Mm-hmm.
was he outside or inside?
He was outside, yeah.
So yeah, she's gonna stick her head like out the doorway to see if he's still there.
Yep.
And she's gonna. She doesn't do this particularly like sneakily, but I also wouldn't say that she like announces her presence either. And just kind of tries to look at the board a bit closer.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to roll for it. You can see, it seems to you would take your best guess, and maybe it's done weekly. Because there's like sections that mark out 7 days, and there's a lot of marks.
Is
it's a very
there-
large tally.
Do the marks all seem to be quite equally spaced per day, or was there like a day where there was more people? Or more marks, I guess.
No, they look pretty standard. It's kind of hard to tell because he doesn't really have a format of doing it. Like some are slanted, some are one way, some are like slightly larger, some are slightly smaller. There doesn't seem to be coherency in. It's just like as long as it's marked down, it doesn't matter.
It's his own
it does
numerical
seem-
system.
Yeah,
Only he understands.
pretty much. Yeah.
Does he say anything to Zephyr peering at him?
No, he's just sat there eating a carrot and just sort of like chomping on it, and just regards you, and then just moves back to looking at the road.
Zephyr kind of smiles at him and then will just slowly back away. Back into the tavern, the way house. Way station.
Cool.
Is there anyone in the way station before we leave that looks slightly more conversational than anyone else that is more likely to chat with us?
Yeah, Yeah, there's a couple of humans that are dressed in a little bit more finer clothing, despite like the cold and the chill. Now that they've warmed up, you can see a lot more like reds and blues. The dwarves in here don't really talk that much. You notice that they talk to each other in Dwarvish, but that's about it. And then there's two humans. It looks like a young half-elf woman at one point in the corner. Who else would be there? Maybe a couple of half-orcs that Kozar sort of gives the classic nod to, but that's about it.
Okay. Keenan's going to try and do the rounds and gather some information of anyone interesting passed through in the last week or so. We are the most interesting, I'm guessing, that they've seen for a long time, but any kind of like other outliers that they've seen before us.
Sure, yeah, make me a persuasion.
I would love to do that. That is a 28.
Yes. Has there been anyone? The young half-elf woman describes quite a tall gentleman. He had a really like wide-brimmed hat. Seemed to walk just past by. Didn't even stop by the way station. A couple of couriers. They introduced themselves as guild couriers. They don't really say much about anyone interesting. They're just more arguing over whether or not the dolphin seal outranks the king's anvil mark. It doesn't really make that much sense to you because you overhear it as you approach. But
Yeah,
that's the best you can get. If you want, you can make an insight check.
I will try. Insight. I'm not as good at. It's not bad. 15.
There's not many houses that have the seal of the dolphin, Lord Ulandar.
Okay. And thinking about everything that I've now picked up from talking to everybody, am I able to put 2 and 2 together and make 5 on what those tracks were, whether they'd come this way?
Unfortunately, not at the moment. No.
Fair.
You hear a little bit about bandits on the Eastern Road. Like I said, doesn't seem like anyone that much more interesting aside from you guys.
Fair. Yeah. We are clearly the most interesting thing that's happened for years.
Yeah. You do learn the name of the pass that you just passed by. It's called Padurak. Padurak. It's called the Padurak Pass.
While this was all happening, you said there were half orcs there.
Yes, there are a couple. Yeah.
And Kozar gave them like a bro nod.
Yes.
Do they like look and like by this I mean, you know, Seth being exclusively into half orcs. She's gonna look at them for a little while and be like have her head slowly turning between them and Kozar as if she's trying to see who looks better.
They are
knows it's
noticeably less green. They've got like a purplish grey hue to them. One is definitely larger than Kozar, which is surprising, and the other one's a little bit more slight.
How
But,
obvious is she being about this?
Oh, so obvious.
yeah,
She's
very
not.
obvious.
She has no tact, like none, no tact at all. And then she's like, the reason that she thinks she's doing it is like, she's like, their skin's different. He nodded at him. Do you guys know each other?
No,
She's just
no,
that dumb.
it's just
While that's going on, she just
You could assume they all know
appears
each other.
behind Persephone. Is just like, what you doing?
Being racist. You guys don't know.
Wow.
wow. At least she knows it.
No, it's just they're not.
Jeez.
They're like purpley and you're green, and I don't know. I'm not. You're the only half orc that I know, except for the other half orcs.
Yeah, I would say that they
Thorn and his
they're
brother.
also dressed. They also are wearing like a lot of thick leathered armor. One of them, you can see that part of the leather has scales on it. There's a lot of fur underneath that lines a lot of it. One of them's carrying a great axe. The other two has sort of two very slight scimitars on their hips. It's a completely different style in that there's a lot more. It's a lot more rugged. Like you can see some maybe wolves' teeth. You're not sure. There's a little like ivory tokens on like a wrist strap. Their gauntlets have steel in them, but they're lined with fur. It looks like they belong in this environment.
Do they
even more than
notice that
Kozar
she's
does.
staring at them?
Yeah.
She like, while still staring at them, leans closer to Zephyr and is like, they look so cool. Why don't we look that cool? I have tears in my dress. Like her dress is like ripped, where she's like ripped parts of it off to help people and bandage things. She's like, I look like I'm homeless. I am homeless.
Would I be in earshot for this?
Oh
I
yeah.
am
Look down. Zephyr looks down at herself, kind of pouts, and goes, I am cool.
No, you're cool too. I mean me. I'm not cool. I look homeless.
I will say, if one of you wants to make a perception check, you can. Whilst I just quickly check something.
I will point out, Persephone, that you have married a prince.
Who?
Me.
Oh.
You are much
Oh.
cooler than them.
No, I
You
didn't
have an
marry you by
estate that you
choice.
could live in.
I didn't marry you by choice. I imagine he means one of you guys roll the perception. Or do you mean
whoever
me
wants
too?
to take the power, it has to be one of you.
Oh, take the What does that mean?
So it can either be Zephyr, you, or Callan, because you're the guys that are currently in this interaction.
Oh, I can do it unless somebody else wants to.
You should do it.
You do you.
Because I'm already staring at them.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I need some math and brain not working. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. It's downside of
19.
rolling dice in the
Okay.
bed. Yes.
You notice that because you're staring at them, they're staring back. And every now and then they just sort of like glance your way. There's a little bit of smugness to it. You notice Kozar just gets a little bit more defensive. I would say that you overhear them have a conversation, but it's in Orcish, and I don't think any of you speak it.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
She's gonna look up at Kozar waiting for him to translate. Like a toddler, just staring up at him like, please, please.
Does Kozar look like he wants to kill them, or is he blushing right now? Is the question.
He just looks a little bit. I need to check if I heard it.
Probably jealous. Like,
Oh,
why
it did.
are you all
Oh,
staring
shit.
at them? They're not
Okay.
as cool as me.
So what you hear them say? Let me look up if I've spelled this right. I didn't think any of you would roll this high. You hear them say, Uraxroth Vorok Karun. And sort of Kozar tilts his head and then looks at Zephyr and then looks back at them. Zeph? They they want to know if you were born in a lightning cloud.
I just want to say that's the second time and like half orcs have been into you.
Zephyr like tilts her head and goes, I don't know. I don't remember where I was born, but I don't think so.
Yeah, they.
Do lots of babies know where they're born? I mean, they're babies, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's been a long time since I spoke Orcish, so I only understood about half of that. But yeah, they wanted to know if you were born in the storm, like the counselor.
The counselor?
Counselor?
Yeah, like fuck, what's the word? It doesn't really have a translation in the York tribes. It means like the executioner, or like a like an elder, like a leader.
I think there's a big difference between executioner and leader.
Well, they don't see it that way.
Let's talk to them. Let's go find out. Are they going to be mad if we talk to them, if we tell them we know what they said?
No, I don't think so.
I want to know if there's someone like you. Don't you want to know if there's someone like you?
Well, I don't even know if they speak common. They're speaking a different dialect.
Zephyr's just gonna walk up to them.
Zephyr like goes up to them and wait one sec. Yeah, like does Seth talk to them or not? Does Persephone say anything?
Yeah, Seth would go up to them and just be like, "Hey, you speak common?" Just off the bat, straight up, you speak common?
You see, one of them looks at the other. Is like, the death? No, like, a little.
And she's gonna, and then she's gonna say something in Elvish and Infernal, just to see if they speak any of those languages either.
Yeah, all you get is just like blinking.
Okay, and then she turns to Zep and goes, "A little." A little is good. And the rest, we have him. And she points at Kozar. He speaks a little Orcish. And they speak a little common. You know?
And then Zephyr's gonna look at Kozar and say, can you ask where this executioner leader person is? And then she's gonna cast comprehend languages on herself.
Interesting.
Smart.
But she can't speak any language, but she'll understand what they say.
Yeah, I mean, you do see that Kozar is managing to get some words out.
Yeah.
He does explain the reason. He does explain the reason they sound, or the Orcish is different, is because it changes depending on the tribe. And what they're speaking comes from Viridia, which is a completely separate continent. And he's from Ixalora, so there's no way for them to but there are some similarities in the way that they're speaking. But yeah, you are able to converse with them within reason of whatever you want to ask.
Yeah, she wants to know, where is this person that they say is born in the storm or is from the storm?
They are in the capital.
Of this place? Of here?
Yes.
How far Is that from here?
Male or female? Is it your mum? Oh, sorry.
You see,
very
they're like
away.
talking amongst each other, and then Kozar's like, they have a problem with the distance. And then he like, 1 second, and you see him run over to the bar. He's talking to the bartender. He runs outside. You hear like a deft crack, and he comes back in, and he's like holding the sign. It's like 12 miles, guys. It was literally. I'm gonna get this back. And then just run back outside.
I like that he broke the sign to show her.
What was the reaction of the guy standing outside? Did he chase after Kozar?
No, he's got to keep his focus on the road. Make
Yeah.
sure.
Zephyr asks the executioner, counselor, leader, whatever, what is she the counselor of?
Did they say if it was a she or a he?
Or yeah, what are they
they
the counselor of?
It takes them a while, and they like you hear them say like Karun and like Mothkar, and Kozar's like, oh, yeah, they she has boobs, so they're guessing she's a woman.
Okay, yeah. But like, what is she the leader of? Like the capital?
Or like their tribe?
No, she's what this word? Like a ward? Like advisor.
But for who?
The king.
Oh.
The Dwarven king?
Yes. The
Oh.
king.
Zephyr nods and thanks them. And then she kind of takes a step back away from them, just to kind of think about what this means.
You watch as Kozar's like, king? And they're like, yeah, king. Thresdomir. And you watch all of the dwarves immediately just bang on the table twice. Just like,
Like
Seth
in a
immediately
good,
gets startled.
in like a good way, or like they
it's
don't
like a
him.
salute. Like,
Like a
even
cheer.
saying
Okay,
his
okay.
like even saying his name, you have to salute.
Right, gotcha.
A little bit of pee comes out of Seth. She like pees up. She's like, what the fuck? What am I doing that for? Jesus. Seth
And
is then gonna she'll thank them and then follow Zephyr and just sort of she won't say anything, but she'll be that really awkward person that stands in front of you and just tilts her head. So her face is like right in front of yours. Just blinking slowly to see if you're okay.
Kozar tells Keenan, now that the two of you are gone, he sort of informs you that the most he could get out of them is that she has a very high position at the court. That's about all they know. The information he gets is more about them. Their tribe does come from Viridia. They came on a ship on behalf of the request of an elf. And through this sort of discussion, Ellie is in town already.
Oh no.
Yay.
Oh no.
She's been here the whole time.
Our friendship. Watch it as it goes. Fuck.
So their tribe and many others have been conscripted in to help fight, and they are all convening in Cardunor in order to move on from there.
To fight in the war.
Mm-hmm. Because they can't sail, so they have to go down to the Shimmering Pools and be transported across.
You're so fucked.
Got ya. Keenan will say to Kozar, we need to keep an eye on Seth then if Ellie's in town.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Oh no. I don't know.
Rat brown.
Anyway. Are you okay? You okay? Seth finally speaks up. You okay? And she's still she's maybe 10 centimeters away from your face. She's super close to Zephyr's face. Just staring into her eyes, her head tilted, slowly blinking. You good?
Yeah. Just.
You think that's your mum?
Is it weird if I say I'm not surprised that
No.
there's someone who might be like me out here?
Mm-mm. No.
I've been having these dreams, visions, but I didn't want to let myself hope.
Zephyr's gonna sort of shift back a little bit so she's no longer invading her space. Then she's gonna take her hand instead and just hold it between both of hers, encouragingly to get her to keep going. She's rubbing circles on on both sides of your hands with her thumbs.
You do get a little zap
Try to be
of
soothing.
static.
That's right. I have lightning resistance.
But yeah, Zephyr's I still don't really want to get my hopes up, but even if she's not my mum, maybe she'll know where I can find her, or at least what happened to her.
I mean, even if she's not your mum, she might be someone like you, which alone seems pretty rare.
Mm-hmm. Means
Which
I'm
is
not
super cool.
alone.
You're not alone anyway.
You know what I mean.
I do. She's she looks down at her purple starry skin and then looks back up at her and goes, I do. But even if this person isn't your family, I mean, you can see that she's getting awkward. She's we are. I mean, she's getting super embarrassed.
Zephyr
She's
just says,
trying to be comforting, but it's not her forte.
Zephyr just says, nods and just goes, I know, you are.
She doesn't say anything else. She just keeps hold of your hand and nods. One else.
Yeah.
You guys
and then
make a move, or?
and then before Persephone goes away, she touches her circlet, and she says, I think this advisor made this.
Okay. I mean, And didn't you say you've been having these visions too? Is it of this person that made this, or is it unrelated?
It's been in the vision. She wasn't making it. It was just it was there.
It could be that would be an insane coincidence. Oh, I mean, at this point, is it really a coincidence? I mean, my whole god is, fate, destiny, and all that bullshit intertwined. So would I really be a follower of the Weaver if I didn't say that it was some kind of fate, that it was all connected?
I think too many things have happened to all of us for anything to just be a coincidence anymore.
Yeah.
And then she kind of just looks away and just kind of looks a little pensive, kind of like she's happy she talked about it, but also she's done talking about it now.
I have spoken.
Huh?
Steph will drop her hand, like slowly let it go, but then she'll grab one of the ribbons. Because for some reason she brought like 100 ribbons ages ago, and I still have them. And she'll take one out of her bag and she'll just sort of like a little friendship bracelet, tie it around Steph's wrist.
That's so cute.
And then she'll turn back to the others and just see what they're all doing. They're ready to go.
I got so caught up in it, I just totally forgot what I was going to do. That was so cute.
I don't know how looking at orcs went to this, but
They knew things.
Who knows things?
But Molly knew
I guess.
Yeah.
I guess as Kozar's got enough understanding to translate a little bit, I would probably ask him to see if he could find out a bit more information on the status of the Shimmering Pools and everything at the minute. Is there a lot of people gathered there already? Or...
They're getting briefed in the city. They don't have
Okay,
all
they
their
haven't
information.
got their orders yet. They're just told to come over. Okay. Other than that, I didn't really have anything to anyone else. Feel
Are they on their way to the city too then?
Mm-hmm.
And they just stopped here as well?
Yeah, so they came the long way round.
Okay.
So Palarak Pass has a couple of routes that you can go through. One of them, you can just go all the way around and come up Gambler's Run, which is the long river. You can move through the lower mountain pass of the Hailfall Peaks, which takes you fully. You have to go down and then back up and then through and up and around. That's the way they came. Or you can do what you guys did, which was to just go through and over the mountain.
We're just cheating.
Yeah.
Shortcut.
Okay.
Okay. I see.
Yes. But yeah, as you guys move on, you can see more farmland, a lot of sturdy dwarves with rows of stunted barley and different sort of root crops. You pass different pens of very shagged goats and very iron sheep. Once again, you're getting a lot of looks, like one of the herders sort of leans on his staff and squints at you, but it's not unfriendly, they're just curious. The longer the day, the longer the morning grows, you start to see a line of mule-drawn carts that creak past every now and then. You see some of the sacks are laden with different parts of rock and clay jars that are sealed in wax. Some of them have guards with halberds that walk beside them. But you begin to sense a steady trickle of trade from the western side. A couple more hours pass, and you cross a stone bridge with two arches as parapets carved with different hammered sigils. Beneath it runs a very small stream, but you can see the banks are pegged with different alder roots, and against the wall of a steading, someone's trained different rowan and gooseberry vines. You get the sense that a lot of the community thrives on root vegetables and sturdy crops, and all of the greenery and sort of the fauna around you, or flora around you is all very muted, dark greens. But it is there, and it is covered in snow. The closer you get, the scent of coal grows stronger, and you get a sort of harkening back to Ironrich. But from the ridges, you can see faint smoke lines rising, even at intervals. And it begins to feel this sort of low hum of vibration in the earth. And the path turns again, climbing a saddle between two pieces of rock, and in its crown stands a second marker that says Cardunor, 6 miles. And finally, at the edge of one field, you pass a dwarf woman working alone, hauling peat bricks from a dying rack into very neat stacks. She sort of glances up as you pass, once again covered in frost and streaked with grey. I just skipped past the wrong note. Love that. Ahead, the road narrows between a pair of colossal stone towers that seem as if they're carved from the mountain beside it itself. Here in the valley, the great mountain is towering. You can't see where it begins and ends, but this stone-mouthed gate is the first appearance of the city of Cardunor. A broad arch set between two towers, their tops bristling with different ballistae and what appears to be glass lanterns with tint of blue. You can see there are guards stopping each wagon, checking seals and recording names on different runic slates. They're pretty efficient, and it passes quite quickly. And when your turn comes, just very steel gaze looking you up and down. And then mark down a couple of charcoal strokes. Keep your steel shield. Cause no trouble in the king's shadow. Carry on. And you pass through. One of you make an Arcana check for me.
Not.
And someone else make a Perception. So someone make a Perception, someone make an Arcana.
I can do perception.
13 for Arcana.
Okay.
I'll do the perception.
I can do perception. I already rolled. I'm sorry.
Oh, you do it then. Yeah, no, that's good.
I did the 22. That's the only reason I was like, I rolled an 18.
As you're passing through the gate, you notice that beyond the gate, sort of in this queue of people, quite a tall figure. They've got a wide-brimmed hat, a long, dark coat, and as they sort of move, they sway slightly. With that high score, as you're looking at them, you see a long, red tail poking out from beneath the coat. And they
It's
just
3 kobolds
move
in a trench coat.
They just move in between the crowd, sort of like wavering slightly. Another thing you notice is that as their head turns, this Dragonborn has a very scorched mouth, where their red skin has just been blackened by this almost like arcing black scar that seems to have covered most of their face. And they sort of move on throughout the crowd.
Does that trench coat touch the floor by chance? Just asking.
Yeah.
For a friend. Accidentally step on it.
They're beyond the gate. This is whilst you guys are doing your thing.
I want to stand on it so it reveals them.
I would say from that you can infer that there might be 3 kobolds in a trench coat. Yes.
Seth wants to like Joel sort of nudge Zephyr and like point to them, like point to the figure and be like, the footsteps from the snow.
Whatever that could be. She is trying to imagine it, but the more she imagines it, the more she like starts to kind of titter to herself. 'Cause it is quite funny.
You said they're like basically wobbling.
A little bit, yeah, a little bit.
So like,
But they
Seth
just
was saying, like, I imagine like the footsteps would look the same as the way that they were weaving in the snow. So
Yeah.
it's like,
It's the right gait for the footprints, yeah. You know that they have a lot smaller legs because they are smaller. So it would make sense, yes.
But they
girl,
just
I knew
much-
it. I knew it the second you were like, I said to you, oh, are they like the kobold's feet? And you just had this smile on your face. I fucking knew it, dude.
They're just muttering under their breath. God damn.
Look,
steel
if I'm
beetles."
gonna put 3 kobolds in
Yeah.
a mine, you're goddamn right they're gonna be in a trench coat in the city next.
A question
yes.
for as they're going through and past people.
Mhm.
Are people paying much attention to them, like as much as where they have just been? Or
Yeah, they just, but it's more out of like interest. You see like a couple of people look your way, like talk to each other.
yeah, it's more like because like the two half orcs looked at her and asked if she was like of a
No,
similar.
not so
Okay.
much, not here.
No one else
doesn't
is
seem
kind of
like-
giving her the same. Yeah.
You notice
Okay.
a couple of guards do like a double check, but that's about it. A double take, sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's
Okay.
more just the group as a whole.
Yeah.
Like if
I
you
mean, yeah,
think
we
about,
did
you've got a red and purple tiefling, a blue elf lady, an elf, some weird looking elvish could be guy, and a half orc, just all together, like in one
Yeah.
group. It's just weird.
And we all walk into a bar.
Yeah, exactly.
linked together. We're off to see the wizard. It's an odd bunch.
It is an odd
Mhm.
bunch. And also, the different... What throws people off the most is, among other many things, being the smattering of different skin color, but it's the styles that you all have. So, like, you've got, like, a tall, thin, probably handsome-looking man. Elf, sorry. You've got a very similar, but in no way the same, dressed in feathers man. That doesn't make sense. You've got a purple tiefling who's wearing a pirate's coat. You've got a red tiefling who's wearing the garb of a very holy god, which again doesn't make sense in people's heads. Nim in herself, when just wandering around, doesn't make sense. And then like the appearance of some blue elf, which apparently is a thing. And maybe she's cold. They don't know.
Oh, she got frostbite. It's fine.
Yeah, it was like,
Oh,
oh.
that people.
You
But
didn't
yes,
see, like,
for the
some little old
Arcana-
lady run over.
Yeah, exactly. Like there's just one like
With a
really
blanket
young.
and a hot cup of cocoa. You okay?
Yeah.
Arcana
But yes,
check,
for
go
the Arcana check, as you pass beneath the gate, you feel like a brief humming.
Mhm.
It smells of iron and stone, but you get a sense of abjuration magic as you're passing through it. With that, you sort of look up, and in the corners of some of the parts of the gate, you can spot like this really dark. It's like a dark grey stone that has veins of blue running through it, and it seems to like ebb and flow as you're moving beneath it.
Oh no.
What?
Is it similar to the
Thinking
feeling
about
that you
the
had
thing in
the
my bag.
torches?
No, not even slightly. No.
Is it like a detect magic sort of thing? Well, I'd imagine, but I don't know.
You have no idea.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, you would know. Abjuration is mainly protection. That's all I can give you.
Cool.
As you move beyond the gate, the settlement beyond sort of sprawls amongst the lower slopes before the mouth of the mountain. A place that the outsiders seem to trade before being granted entry. You can see different narrow lanes twist between the stone houses, all covered in snow. A market stall here and there with hawkers selling different smoked fish or maybe some catch of the day, some rough cut stones. There are humans, halflings, there's a few tieflings. One of them shouting, like bargaining loudly at the stall, almost trying to coax people to his wares. You can see mercenaries are sharpening their blades outside a rather large building, and high above you, you begin to glimpse the true bulk of Cardunor, which is the mountain. At the far end of the outer town, the road rises into a monumental stair that climbs the face. It's wide enough for 10 men abreast, flanked with colossal statues of dwarven kings and forge masters. Each stair is a knee high, which is meant for dwarves, so human and elves must climb awkwardly. The wind tears at you if you ascend, carrying the sound of distant hammers as it rings through all the different statues. You can see some scaffolding is erected. Sections of the statues are under repair as carvers chip away at cracks, hammering new stone into place. And pilgrims, traders, and guild envoys climb up the steps in a long trail, almost like ants. You hear snippets and complaints about sabotage and unrest at the guilds, or rumors of dragons in the far skies. And you are stood amongst the outer town, looking up at these large steps that just seem to climb endlessly until they reach a large gated building in the mouth of the mountain. What would you like to do?
You mentioned there was hawkers. Like, is that like guys who literally like hunt with the hawks, or is that something different?
No, a hawker
People
is
selling?
someone who loudly sells their wares, like
Okay.
4 oranges for a pound, that kind of thing.
Oh, okay. I was hoping there was going to be a guy with hawks. I was like, can I get a hawk?
No. Remind me, who are my outlanders?
Me and Fallon, yeah.
Okay. From this, you will, I will have to find a way to send this to you guys. Because I'm not sure if Discord will let me post it. Let me try something. But before we do jump into the main portion of the city, we will have a quick break because I need to pee. It's not because I actually care about any of you guys.
Oh, thank goodness. I need to pee too.
Oh,
Alright, be right back.
same. I'll be back.
Find me a place among my brethren, the pines, the bees, the frost. I cannot stay where nature's embrace is lost. Find me where Canoe makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Down by riverside resting. No one but me. I see the light of the stars shining through. Down by shoreside sea, no one but me. Find me where Canoes makes his revelry. Where the horned one sleeps. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Oh. Strike, turn, hammer and burn, the bellows teach and the fires burn. Iron, oil, temper and toil, the forge ain't hot if your blood don't boil. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade to slay that evil heel, a sword that gleams like diamonds that can make the darkness kneel. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night, the night. Hear that anvil ring, echo song of the hammer swing. Shape, grind, polish and shine, the world ain't ready for a work so fine. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade, for to purge the blight, which creeps upon this world we love to take from us the light. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that you will forge for me will deliver us from the night. Blacksmith, blacksmith, forge me a blade of the strongest steel, that when I strike my enemies, their wounds may never heal. Blacksmith, blacksmith of your blade, legends there shall rise, for the blade that soul and mind, they're one and the same, split one in twain, and we both feel the pain. The sins of one father unread in our veins, through darkness and hunger she remained, but her heart no more beats in tandem with mine, and I'm waiting for the wink and the witty one-liner, for her to say she got me and hit me with a smile, but the hole in my chest says I'll be waiting for a while. Be a boatman, your reaper, I'll be yours, but you can't keep her. Lay me down on a bed of ravens' feathers. Dear sister, swear to me you'll stay close, never out of reach. Oh, do not go far from me until I'm gone. Mantle of death, black feathered crown, lift up this body asleep on the ground. A soul for a soul, let mine be laid down in this tomb I wish had never been found. You were a champion, I want her back. So I'll be your boatman, your reaper, I'll be yours, but you can't keep her. Lay me down on a bed of ravens' feathers. Dear sister, swear to me you'll stay close, never out of reach. Oh, do not go far from me until I'm gone. There's no price too steep to pay to bring you back to life. Losing you is more than I could bear. So swear, dear sister, swear to me you'll stay close, never out of reach. Do not go far from me.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So yeah, like I said, you guys are just in the outermost walls. You're in amongst the beginnings of what looks to me like very sparse markets. You can see a long, torrented river ahead, slightly larger buildings, and then that massive set of steps off to the left. Kalinthar and Persephone, you know inherently, because you have a larger world map, that there is something called the Iron Trail that comes from the east. That is the road on the other side of the river that other people are going off to. Maybe they're going to the other coast. You're not too sure. To your right is the Gambler's Run, the river, and the Athulafern. You can see the large trees beginning to loom in amongst the horizon of those buildings. You've just passed a load of farmland, and you have the steps on your left. They're big steps.
Big steppy steps.
Big steppy steps. But yes, take it away.
Intimidating steps.
Just stand in awe in a moment, just looking up.
Hmm.
There,
You
that's
stand and stare in awe.
good.
And groans. Just like, oh.
Yes.
Looks like
My
not look-
greatest enemy.
Not looking forward to getting all this armor up there. She like, looks down at herself like, why?
Nim's greatest enemy, chafing.
Zephyr considers
Nice.
considers flying for a minute and then is like, that might draw a bit too much attention.
Maybe.
So
Well,
she'll
where are you guys gonna go? Do you wanna look in the market? Do you guys wanna see if we can find somewhere to stay while we're here?
go for a bit of a mooch first. We don't have to tavern straight away, do we?
Mooch?
Unless you guys want to drop anything off.
Word.
I mean, we've got like all our traveling goods. Like it might be easier to find some sort of tavern and drop our stuff off and then try and get more information.
Yeah.
And then we can head out again.
I mean, I wouldn't drop anything off, but I'm happy to go find out where we're going to be staying first so that we can at least know where we're going.
Mhm.
Maybe they can give us directions if we're looking for something specific.
I definitely like to check out these renowned smiths at some point.
Maybe we can ask
Have-
them about the person those orcs told us about, Zephyr.
You see, she kind of gets a little bit quiet at that and just nods.
No, that's fine. I mean, I'm not curious at all. Definitely lying.
Well, I imagine all of that is up there. She says, like, pointing up the stairs.
Is that where you think we're gonna find a place to stay? Can Seth, like, do we see any, like, dwarves around us, or is it all just, like, random?
There's a lot of people around you, yeah.
Seth is gonna just stop someone. She's gonna find the first person she sees and just ask them for directions.
To where?
She's gonna be that person. So, like, she's just gonna say where's, like, the closest tavern or a place where people can go and stay.
Yeah, they point to a building sort of on the river. It seems to be pretty much straight in front of you guys. It's called the Iron Keg. That is a tavern and an inn.
Seth will thank them and then jazz hand, like spirit fingers, towards the towards it, being like, found it. Or found one. I mean, I didn't ask for the best one, I just asked for the closest.
Keenan, did you want to go something a little bit more fancy? You're right, roughing it again for one more night.
I'm.
We don't know it's roughing it. We haven't even been inside.
Let's
Yeah,
be fair.
yeah, we haven't been
Everything is roughing it for Keenan. Let's be fair.
Yeah, and up until now, that inn is looking like perfect luxury, given what we've been through. So, staying in that warehouse, sleeping under the stars.
I know it's
Yeah.
funny, but I've literally slept with a donkey, like in a stable with
That
a
was your
donkey.
choice, to be
Mhm.
fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but my point is, this is not roughing it.
However,
Outside on the floor.
what I would say is it a good idea to stay at the bottom or the top of the stairs? Because if everything we want is at the top, then every day we've got to climb the stairs.
It's a fair point.
Well, I just asked for the closest. If you want to stop and ask someone, I told you I'm not good with words. If you want to stop and ask someone,
what do we want?
Let's continue walking then. Let's
Most of this
climb
is-
higher.
Look, I didn't see any of you guys asking for any directions. I'm just saying. And she's like fully pouting because you all shot down that idea. She's not even trying to hide it. Like her arms are crossed, her tail flapping the ground angrily.
So just like little sprouts, like the flowers are around, are just like getting slightly more withered from the tree. Is there any like what look to be like traveling merchants walking out of the city at all? As we're like walking through over the bridge.
Yeah, there's people moving in and out, west, east, but it seems to be quite metropolitan. You're in the outer town, so you're seeing a lot of either people entering or exiting, and then maybe some people that maybe live there. You see a lot of the non-retail space, so a lot of the homes have like clan runes on the lintel above the doors, so you can tell that dwarves live there. And then every now and then there's like crude scratches for maybe orcs or goblins, or half orcs or tieflings, anyone who doesn't have a clan, basically. And then small wooden walkways have been laid over all the different packed snow, and then all of the people are moving in amongst them. There's dwarves, there's a halfling trader that has salted meats. You hear a lot of orcish, Cardunic, dwarvish, common, quite like harsh accents. There's a lot of consonants. There's a lot of hard stops. Yeah.
Are there any beggars around?
No. In fact, noticeably so, there are none.
Interesting.
So the second question then, are there any shady looking people around?
Make me a perception check.
Just Keenan.
Keenan looks in the mirror and is like, that guy.
Yeah, that guy's up to no good. That's a 16.
Yeah, there's a couple of, but that's inherent to a city. There are a couple of people that are a little bit more sleuthy, a little bit more slick in terms of moving amongst the crowd. Kozark being one of them. As like someone moves to go near him, he doesn't even look like he moves. It's like you've judged the depth wrong, and now they're not going to walk into each other. Like it's barely like a movement. They just seem to blend with the exactly. They just seem to blend and melt with the crowd. Their mere presence often causes people to move out of their way.
I would like to approach one of them. Introduce myself. You know, I'm visiting Bard. In my experience, always best to ask somebody that is local for some of the best places to stay, some of the safest places to stay. And as I'm doing this, like shaking their hand and slipping a couple of gold into it.
Okay. What is your
Seth, hold on,
goal?
bag on the tighter.
Yeah. What is the goal of this interaction? Like, what are you trying to?
So I am trying to find somewhere to stay that isn't like the tourist spot, but also isn't like the dingiest spot. Like somewhere that's a little bit on the edges of society, where maybe some unsavory types might stay, but not like the pit sort of everyone gets robbed where they go there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Someone like less discerning of customers.
Yes.
They tell you of where would be the Broken Chain. That's a tavern and an inn that's really deep into the rock in the city, like real deep. It's right in amongst sort of the market district, the Oran Vein. It's down like 2 different alleyways. They tell you that the clientele is a lot of smugglers, traders, sell swords. They're not openly criminal, but it's like grey areas. There's a lot of grey area people.
Yeah.
Like the odds.
Yeah.
Every now and then they get like a half elf who's doing white people crime. But aside from that, it's mainly the rough and tumble ones. Upon entering the city, there's also the Ember Tankard, It's a little bit more popular, but it's mixed in terms of clientele because there are dwarves who are too low in guild rank to afford anything better. There's like half orcs and humans that have just come off caravans. There's more well-known mercenaries passing through, a couple of hunters, thing like that. But that one is more known. That one's more popular.
Okay. So Keenan wants to go to the Broken Chain.
Okay. That would mean that you are going inside the city. It would be.
But
As we're
has learnt to work as part of party, so he's going to offer the options, all three
Okay.
options to everybody.
Just before we do that, could I try and corner one of the traveling merchant guys as he's walking past and just see if I can find about a bit of information about where the smiths and tinkerers and all that sort of stuff might be in the city?
Yeah, make me a persuasion check.
It's gonna go very badly, but we'll try it. Persuasion. An 8.
They sort of like regard you up and down, like, how about you try the market, dumbass? That's pretty much it.
Bit rude, but okay.
Damn.
Yeah, I could have bought something off you in return, but let's see how it is. And then I'll just walk off. And meet up with the others and decide on the town.
So Keenan will describe all three places, and then also say, unless Kozar, you know of any guild houses, safe houses or inns that double up as meeting points.
I don't want to be this person, but staying in a building full of criminals just sounds like we're gonna get robbed.
Yeah, I'm thinking the third option.
I'm okay
Like,
with it.
I'm not planning on leaving anything in my room on its own, but I don't want no creepy stranger sneaking into my room while I'm sleeping.
I will say they're not criminals. They're just more rough.
People that are less likely to ask questions if we need to leave in the middle of the night.
There are
Or
places
return
that
in the
they
middle of the night.
there are places that they tell Keenan that do house some potentially suspect people, but that they're probably not his crowd.
I'm just a little bit more cautious, I suppose. Because I'm carrying very important cargo, Keenan.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a baby.
Wait, did Keenan get you pregnant?
I think that's what Zephyr thinks as well.
Yeah.
God. Zephyr, like, what?
You said really important cargo, and then you looked at Keenan.
I thought we were going to wait to tell people.
I didn't
I'm gonna
do it. That's all.
stab you
I'm
in
just.
your
I. We don't like. That's not a. Yeah.
I have not slept with anyone. I will have you know.
Does a guy named Jeremy just run past as this is going on?
I mean, I'm just saying. We've all got our own important stuff, right?
Right. You're right.
Yeah,
And who knows
we
about
have,
the things that I have?
and there might be people that are looking for that stuff, so make it too easy for them.
Wouldn't the person that you're worried about coming to find these things know you well enough to know where you would go and stay?
Oh no, they would expect me to stay somewhere quite expensive.
True.
Are you sure? Your family do not know. I mean, these people do not know you at all.
Some do, some don't.
But this person we are talking about, but not naming.
What's going to be our
No.
version of the metagame pigeon?
Coo, coo.
They're not very subtle.
I mean, we can stay wherever. It's fine. But it's just, it tends to be touristy places are more likely to get robbed because they know that they're bringing money in.
Oh, yeah.
And lower status places likewise have criminals in and you're more likely to get robbed. You want to go somewhere in the middle.
Okay. Well, if we're gonna go and stay in one of these shady places, may I suggest we pair up for rooms?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think we should do that.
Yeah, see?
I dibs on Keenan.
So
Oh.
don't sound too keen, Koza.
He's keen for Keenan. I mean, not that I
Well,
care.
I mean, he's my hubby. I've got a share room with my
Inside
husband.
she cares.
So a room for me, Kozar, Persephone, Zephyr, Nim,
12.
and Callan, and we're good.
I want to pair with me. I'm confused. If you two go in a pair, who's gonna be my roommate?
You'll be our
You're
throuple.
coming
It's
with-
fine.
Yeah, there's 3 of us in the room.
No, I am not feeding into these delusions and rumors.
Why don't we just do boys with boys, girls with girls?
Yes, I like this idea. 3 and 3. Okay, I like that. Okay, smart.
Okay.
If like you guys are okay with, bunking with like us.
Well, me and Keenan don't really sleep that much, so.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Nim and Zephyr. I want to know if they're okay. If they're comfortable,
Oh,
share a bed. If there's only like 2 beds, we can
Yeah,
talk
yeah,
and
that's fine.
Let's see what the inn has to offer.
Well, so you
They
guys
Okay,
might
do
have a
know
suite.
that we have enough money to like have our own rooms. Like I'm
Yes,
down.
it's not
I'm down
that-
to cuddle up. But
It's a
It was
safety
Persephone
thing.
that said we should, couple
I
up.
did realize that. Yeah. No.
It was just like a safety thing. I'm just.
I agree. Safety is really important.
Yep. Safety. Yep.
You guys aren't gonna be safe. You're just gonna be boning or something.
I would
Not that I
never sleep
can.
with him.
I'd
spoon
No.
with him.
I
You
was
could
just
be
gonna
my
be so
backpack.
dumbfounded. He's just like, they might be, but I don't know where I fit into this. Like, I'm not gonna get involved. I'm just gonna sit in the corner and write.
A love letter.
I like to think like a secret like communications going on between Keenan and Kozar at this point, where
Yeah.
they are both genuinely want to protect Persephone, and like there is nothing else to what they're saying. They're just like
Yeah.
both playing into it.
Oh, yeah,
Not
so-
even slightly. That man definitely goes taco, not hot dog.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
mean
so you're like,
Callan wouldn't be in the.
anymore. Let's just go, please.
Yeah, let's go.
This conversation is paining me.
Okay.
Suffer.
You begin the climb of the Thunder Steps. Hewn straight from the mountainside, a stair that rises tier upon tier. Each landing holds a brazier of storm glass. This blue, iridescent glass that seems to split all light from the flame. You notice that every now and then there's a platform off to one side that raises wagons from the beneath. And on each side of the climb stand those massive statues carved from the rock, all depicting dwarves in full plate. Faces very stern, each holding a hammer or an anvil or a sword or an axe. The work is so fine that the different veins of the stone and the ore within look like lines of age across their brow. The further you climb, the taller the statues grow, until the last ones tower like giants, their helms lost in the drifting snow. Above you, the gates are cut into the mountainside like a wound. Twin doors painted with bronze and silver, each higher easily than the walls of a house. They swing inwards on hinges that seem thicker than someone's chest. And when they open, the sound is grown deep enough to stir air from your lungs. By the time you get to the top of these stairs, you are all very much out of breath. As you look around, all just taking some time to get some more air in. You do notice that Kozar is noticeably more out of breath. He's more hot girl fit than natural fit.
Right there with you, buddy.
As you press on, you approach into what seems like a massive hall with different, I'm trying to find the words, different long desks with large chains dangling from the ceilings, big iron wrought columns. It looks very much like a processing office as you're all passing through it. There are spaces for horses and wagons and people of larger and smaller stature. You're funneled towards and up to the desk of a very surly looking dwarf. Very deep black beard, a lot of gold finery and accessories interlaced in between. A very bulbous nose, these bright blue eyes, as he looks over some half moon glasses at all 6 of you.
I like your glasses. I mean,
State your business and purpose here in the city, please.
Our business is telling tales and sharing news, and our purpose for being here is pleasure and entertainment.
Have you got any papers for signs of identification?
I do, and I put out my documentation to show you that I'm a lord.
Okay.
Can't think of the name of it, but it's part of the stuff you get.
Mm-hmm.
Seth gives him a look that is just saying, "Don't you dare pull out that marriage certificate."
Scroll of pedigree.
He sort of looks it over. And these are your servants, I'm guessing?
My attendants, yes.
Ah, okay.
And his wife.
Did you need a room at the Axe and Anvil, sir? Alongside the other Ulan Dar.
That won't be necessary, thank you. However, if you, I do have a contact that I need to speak to, commission of a painting to deliver to the Broken Chain.
Oh,
If you could point me in that direction.
Okay. Yeah, it's follow the main road until you get to the Order of Main Market. 2 lefts and then a right.
Thank you very much. And he slips him a gold.
Well, very nice. And he just passes you on, and you are pressed on. Beyond the massive gatehouse, the road widens, and the cavern beyond opens, as Cardunor spreads before you. It doesn't seem like one city, but many smaller ones carved into tiers up the inside of a mountain. Districts stack overlapping one on top of the other, each level cut with unnecessarily winding roads and squares, all connected by staircases, ramps, and lifts, worked by chain and gear. From the heights above, you catch a glimpse of a passing flash of light as vast mirrors tilt and turn on clockwork arms, catching the sunlight from the mountain's crown and bending it inwards. Shafts of bright gold pierce the gloom, directed onto where you can see far to the right of fields of barley, mushroom terraces, and hanging gardens that climb the walls in bands of green. The smell of soil and growing things mingles with the stone dust and the forging smoke. More statues and almost impossibly tall walls line the great causeway leading inwards, kings of old each holding a tool rather than a weapon. Hammers, chisels, tongs, the symbols of their craft. At the far end of the causeway, you can see the final rising thundersteps of the Stormglass Oculus, a great dome of crystal that throws light across the gate tier, painting the stone in pale fire. The sound of Cardunor rolls down to meet you. The clang of forges, the murmur of markets, the chanting of guild processions as they cross the bridges between tiers. Despite the chaos and arrangement of the roadways, this is not the chaos of human cities. This has no refinement or elegance of the elves. This is ordered, measured, everything set to a beating rhythm like a dance, or like hammers on anvils. This is Cardunor, the anvil of the north. A fortress, a city, and a mountain made very much alive. Passing through the innermost workings, to your right, through the glimpse of different gates that lead beyond, you can see more fields and a vast, domed arena of some kind. Your gaze passes through that, and deep into the earth falls these old stone houses, long, square, sturdy built places of deep care, the old town, the first sprawling sign of dwarven civilization. And up on a small mountain of its own, within this vast cavern, is the Trine-Light Bastion, the church to the Lords of Trinity. But you breeze past and take a left instead, and are soon met with the vast and sprawling markets of the Oren Vein, and the final thundersteps within your view. Making your way, you follow his directions, passing this way and that, before you come very much into contact with the broken chain. It's a little bit further. It curls round a natural cave into a dimmer, warmer air. This one looks like it's almost a shop made into the side of a wall, before a door suddenly appears, made itself almost flush with the wall. It just appears to be a piece of the wall placed on hinges as it creaks open. And you guys are now inside, in and amongst the patrons. What would you like to do?
Enon would like to make a beeline for the bar, or a member of staff, and is going to be very businesslike. So, we require beds for 6, as many rooms as you have available for that, or a suite if one's possible.
What?
I'm assured discretion is guaranteed at your establishment, and I'm willing to pay extra for that.
Why, of course, young Master Elf. We would be happy to accommodate someone with such coin and valuable guests. Would you like one room?
How many beds in the room?
One.
one does like variety, so sometimes my attendants will have to sleep elsewhere. I do require 6 beds.
Yep, that's something we can do. Absolutely. Now, it is 1 gold per room, but for a little bit more discretion, we can give you the more secure facilities for, I don't know, an extra gold, maybe?
Absolutely perfect. And I hand over 20 gold.
Things are looking up, Charlie. And he sort of like puts it off to one side. But yeah, the inside of the broken chain is a low stone ceiling. There's different carved pillars holding it up. You can see graffiti runes, knife marks. It has very heavy round oak tables. You can see a lot of scars and scorching. But everyone inside, it seems to be jovial. They're talking, they're interacting. There's a wide counter of that black slate that makes the bar. It's littered with different clay jugs, tankards. You can once again hear dozens of different tongues being conversed in. There's common, orcish, dwarvish, even scraps of elvish. And for those that have heard it before, which I'm not sure how many of it is, there's the odd smattering of goblin every now and then that just kind of wisps along through the crowd. Dice clatter, there's a lute playing in the background with some broken strings. They seem to be very happy in here.
Excellent. So guys, I believe we wanted to drop off some stuff and then go about our business.
Yeah.
I'm not dropping anything off. I've only got my bag, haven't I? Still want to start in here, so.
Not got anything to
I'd
leave
rather-
behind.
But if anybody else wants to drop something off, feel free.
There's more of them steps. I don't need to carry this pack around.
And remember,
Yeah,
if we get separated or lost, we can meet back here. Now we know where we're centered.
Yeah.
And he side eyes Persephone.
What? What me?
Because he's treating you like a child.
I'm not a child. I'm not the one that I don't get lost. I don't just.
Right,
true.
but
literally-
he's concerned about you, so he's
He doesn't know that
switched
though.
into that mode.
The conversation when Kozar being like, "We're gonna keep an extra close eye on her." She wasn't there. I don't know that. She just thinks like you're suddenly treating her like a child when they're
Yeah.
looking. She's like, I don't. Why? I'm not. Not a toddler. You don't. Or a dog. You don't need to put a leash on me.
I mean, some people enjoy having a leash put on them.
I hate you. Can we just go? You're making me more uncomfortable than this place is.
I'm literally just gonna walk off and start following the sound of hammers because I'm just like,
Yeah. Yeah.
Just see a little
Um,
kick in his step as he's walking as well. Just like he's like in the rhythm with it.
Keenan is going to lean forward, kiss Persephone on the cheek, and say, I am sorry. I get ahead of myself sometimes. I'm going to go and try and get myself into some trouble. I will see you later. And he wanders
You're
off.
the one that's gonna get lost. I know my way. I'm an outlander. I know my way around. You're the one that's gonna get lost. What a stupid boy. Sorry. Excuse my rant. She's like not even saying that to him. She's just saying that to herself.
This sounds
Like-
like the conversation that everyone has like when they're out with mates just before you make the Mackies run, and there's the one drunk friend that runs off.
That used to be me! And I used to be able to run home, and just somehow I'd wake up and I'd be in my bed.
That's my husband.
Like,
That used to be my
apart from
husband until he
one
woke up in a
time, I
ditch.
woke up in an olive orchard, but I was in Greece, so that doesn't count.
It still counts.
No, because I didn't know where I was in general, so
You
that just
still fell
doesn't.
asleep in a random place. It counts.
Yeah, that was an interesting day.
Outside.
Yeah, I was about 5 miles from where I was meant to be working, and I was late.
Dude, it counts.
I was also like 2 miles in the wrong direction,
Bro.
so I'd run like
Oh.
the wrong way. Anyway.
I guess we'll go somewhere without Keenan.
Yeah, I guess
Yep.
we will. Callan,
Also, can I just
make me a perception check.
Cool thing. How much was I robbed? It was a 10.
Ooh. There's
You'll
a
never
lot of
know.
sounds. There's a lot of sounds of anvils. There's quite a lot of forges as well.
Yeah.
You're in the Orenvein market. There's a lot. Like I said, there's a lot of smithies around.
Yeah, he's legit just walking like a kid in a candy shop, running to like every single one by one, and just seeing if there's anything that like he might be able to learn whilst he's there.
Yeah, there's a lot of armories, a lot of weapon masters, but a lot. It's very it's very dwarven. So a lot of. I'm trying to think of the right style.
There's something I really want to ask, but it's incredibly metagaming because we don't know about it as characters. I want to try and investigate the Goblin Undercity with the Tinkers, but we don't know about it. So he's basically taking a broad net to hope he finds something.
Oh, that's what I was thinking. It's very Art Deco. I was thinking Art
Yeah.
Nouveau, and I was like, no, that's elves. It's very Art
That
Deco.
makes sense.
A lot of sharp lines, a lot of concentric, like square-like geometry. Like I said, it's all
see.
very simple designs. There's not anyone specific you can see right now. Also, a lot of the forges are like people's names, like Duravix and Garathars. It just seems to be like that's probably the person that owns it.
Okay.
Yeah, no one
in
who
that
seems to be
case-
specializing in anything that I think would
Okay.
drag your eye.
In that case, as I'm just like wandering around, having like a sort of like peruse, if you will, over each of the smithies, could I try and ask around, see if there's anyone who specialized, like is not specialized, but like is known for doing stuff with alloys?
See me. Let me just find where they reside. Oh yeah, I know.
And also, if I could try and find out someone who does like the clockwork stuff as well, would be kind of
Yeah, make me a persuasion check for me.
Oh, I got so good at these.
As you try and charm these various different smithies.
Can I slide in 10 gold and then do it with advantage?
Yeah, absolutely. That's how bribery
Yeah.
works.
Bribery works.
As long as they're open to it, which they probably would be.
13.
You can find the Alloy Master. He's in Parkner Hall, which is the academy for forging. His
What's
name
that
is
again,
Varduk. His name is Vardruk Bronzevein. Because I couldn't think of a last name.
Mm-hmm. And what was the name of the place that he was in? Sorry.
It is on the map. It's called Harkner Hall. It's just beneath the word Orenvein, to the right. Yeah.
Okay. Right, I'll update that whilst the others doing their bit.
What are the rest of you guys? What is your objective as you begin to explore the city that isn't Keenan? Because I have a feeling I know where he's going.
No idea. I wanted to find someone that could, like, do these enchantments on these earrings for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not in any particular rush to do that.
Okay.
So I think I can just follow what everybody else does, except for Keenan, because he ran away from me like a petulant little child. Not that I think about it at all. So I think Seth will just sort of, she'll aimlessly follow Zephyr. While literally dragging Kozar with her, because she'll just be like holding onto his wrist. So wherever she goes, he is forced to go with her.
Yeah, I think Nim doesn't really have an aim right now, so, or at least not in this city. So she'd just kind of like look at the other four and be like, "Girls, stay out."
Including, you're one of the girls now.
Yeah.
I'm more than happy to do anything that you guys want to do, even if you just want to go find out some more information about this place or just browse the market, see what's about. Honestly,
Yeah,
I don't know the reason we came here.
I don't mind either. Like,
I have no idea why we're here. I don't know if it's baby brain or the hiatus. I have no idea why we're here.
There's a couple of reasons.
Zephyr.
One was that the Brass Worm Consortium originates from here.
Okay.
One is there's a rumor that a djinn lives here.
That was, yeah.
There's also been a rumor that someone of incredible arcane gifts is also in here. Ellie's here. Ships to anywhere that you guys want to go are also here. It was quicker than going the long way round. You can go faster to the shimmering pools from here as well. What else?
Okay.
Oh, and obviously Smith Boy wanted to explore here as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He's wanted to like explore here since like
as soon as I mentioned it, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I will find my goblin army to raise into hell. It's gonna happen.
Hey,
be right
look,
at dawn with broomsticks and fireworks.
I've already been. You've heard a little goblin conversation. I didn't say it was in the tavern. I said that you heard it from the tavern.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Whoa! Sorry. If you guys just want to have a look around, I'm happy to do that. Just wander and browse.
I think Zephyr is happy to wander, but has like a secondary goal of if they find somewhere that looks like it makes like kind of like how Kaylin's gone for like Smith, like tinkerers. She's looking for some place that might like have items similar to her circlet, mostly to see if they like would know where a person who made it like would be, if it has like a signature style or something.
Is she sharing that with us, or just?
No, that's just kind of like that's a secondary thing of like she's happy to walk around, but is actively looking for that as they're walking around.
I feel like given their conversation before about Zephyr thinking that this person made her circlet, that Seth will probably be doing the same thing. Not like she won't be making it obvious, like staring at every single like window, but she'll be like trying to keep a passive eye out as they're walking around, just to see if anything catches her eye that seems familiar about Zephyr and her circlet. See if there's anything else like that.
Okay.
So she'll basically be doing the same thing, but trying not to be obvious about it.
Yeah, Zeph, make me a perception check for me. With advantage, because Persephone's helping.
Nice. Perception. So that's a 14.
You get a lot of I'd say you guys are doing this as groups, so Callan's still with you. Most of the smiths sort of like blink and they're like, no, I have no idea. You get a couple of people that tell you to head towards the jewelers in the middle of the Oran Vein Market, right in the main square. It's owned by it's called Shimmer Sparks. It's owned by a woman named Laris. That's the best they can do. Either that or they tell you to go to, weirdly enough, go to Harkner Hall, because they're the only other people that work with silver of that kind of quality. That's about it.
Okay. Then yeah, I think she would be like, would you guys mind if we sort out this Laris person?
Beth's just gonna shake her head and be like, no. Like I said, I have one goal here, but I'm not super eager to do it, so.
Okay.
My thing can wait. Wherever you want to go, I'm with you.
Cool. Callan, are you going with them as well?
Yeah, I guess so. I'll pop over to Hawkner or whenever I can afterwards. But
yeah, like I said, the shop is set on the corner of the middle of the Oran Vein Market. Its front is sort of framed by different like arcing runes, some of them in like reds and purples and some bits in glass. One of the windows is completely stained glass. It has a signboard that is a panel of this very blue tinted glass, and every time the light from the vast mirrors hits it, it seems to sparkle and like send ricochets of light back out. As you enter, the air is very much heavy with polish, hot metal. You can see different counters of ironwood glass cases. A lot of very dwarven work, like I said, like sharp lines, very thick metals. There's a lot of gems. There are like garnets, onyx, sapphires, things like that. There's once again the very constant tink of hammer and chisel. There's a young dwarven woman. You can see her hair's been tied back, but parts of it have been singed off. And she's got goggles on her forehead that has like a very discernible pale line of like dirt, and then goggles. And she's wearing like an apron and seems to be like talking to herself as she's tinkering with something.
Zephyr kind of tries to do like a little cough.
She fully in the zone, does not hear you. It's just
I guess she looks like back at the others helplessly, like, help.
Zephyr's gonna look at Zephyr first and sort of lean close to her and be like, don't think she's the advisor you're looking for, but you might know where they are.
Yeah. I didn't think I'd just find her out and about. I was looking for someone that might point me her way.
Yeah. Okay. In that case, Seth will bear in mind that she's not confident or anything, but seeing that like
seeing Zephyr be so sort of like timid about it, she's like taken on this motherly role. She just straight walks up to this woman and goes, "Hello," and like tilts her head to try and get in her like view.
I'd say again, she's still like fiddling with stuff right until you're right near her, where she looks up, screams, and then falls off her stool.
Oh no.
And you hear like a bunch of like clattering, and then like a hand appears as she like pulls herself back up.
Steph's like offering her hand out to try and help her up. Like, I'm so sorry. Oh God, I didn't mean to scare you.
My
Oh dear.
my God, woman, why would you do that?
Well, we did try to do it subtly, but you were so in the zone, you didn't hear us.
Ugh, that's broken. I'm gonna have to start again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Look, are you customers? What do you want?
Was that expensive?
Yes,
How expensive?
I've been working on it for like 4 weeks.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
She's
just
like,
pulling it.
she's like,
I'm literally pulling your leg. It's a piece of junk. She sort of like tosses it to the side.
she still, she takes out a couple of gold anyway and just apologetically slides it in front of her.
She just slides it back.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I don't want your charity. What do you think? I'm not good enough?
No, it's not charity. It's an apology
look,
because I did
Out
break
of the
a
two
thing.
of us, which one of us owns a shop in the main square? This one.
Doesn't mean I can't be sorry for making you break something.
Eh,
Where, like, hey, I have a friend that says if you break it, you buy it. You know, like I don't know what that means. I grew up in a cave, but
It's a piece of junk. It doesn't even work anyway. And she hits it, and then it like sparks, and she's like, "Oh, what?"
it does work.
So
I'll
for
just,
like
You see, she like picks it
time
up,
to-
opens an iron crate, like shoves it in there, closes it, locks the crate.
well, while she does that, Zephyr like takes off the sacklet and like places it between them and says, "I've been asking around, and everyone's pointed me to you. Do you know anyone who could have made something like this?"
See, she picks it up, like looks it over. I mean, I had a piece come through that looked sort of like this.
It's not something that you make. It's something someone gave you.
No. I am not delicate enough to make something of this craftsmanship. No. We had something pass through. A noble needed some money quick, and they offloaded a piece. I sold it on, so I can't show you what it was, but no, I do remember it. Not many people use. Not many people are capable of using this, so it's impressive.
Do you? I mean, I don't know if it's like something that we can ask. Do you have a name of the person that brought it in? I don't know if you guys have like a client confidentiality thing. I don't know if that's a thing.
No, it was just an attendant. It came highly recommended from the royal family, so I don't know much else than that. I'm sorry. It's just not many people use. You've seen my word. You've seen my sign outside, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, so that took me a year to make. Like, this circlet isn't. It's. No one makes things this delicate. This is Azrun. This is Stormglass. I can't. No one is physically capable of doing this detail without breaking it.
I mean, I don't want to be the kind of person that pokes the bear or states the obvious, but clearly somebody did.
Well, yeah. I don't know. Oh, well,
But
I mean,
maybe they're just very exceptional.
yeah.
Zephyr kind of sinks hearing this, and then tries to change tact a little bit and says, "You mentioned the attendant came recommended by the royal family. We're quite new to the city and this part of the world. Could you tell us about do you know much about the royal family? Like,
Well, of course.
is there anything you can tell us? Is there like a sort of and she kind of pretends to think for a bit and goes, "There's sort of some advisor to the royal family
Well, I mean,
that you know of."
Of course. I mean, the government includes a parliamentary system. So the citizens each elect representatives from the different districts. They form a council, and they're led by the monarchy. It's a constitutional monarchy. Yeah.
If we wanted to meet these council people, these officials, is that possible?
I mean, they're very busy. You would need someone with enough pull. Maybe like a visiting diplomat.
A lord.
Yeah,
a
a lord
lord.
would do. Yeah. Oh, I mean, unless he's like a.
Gives a knowing look.
It has to be, a lord of high enough stature. Everyone's a lord these days if you own enough land. They'd have to come from a good family.
You know someone from a pretty fancy family, I suppose.
Yeah, I mean, someone notable, someone with some influence, a cleric, I don't know. I don't know what else to tell you. Someone.
No, that you've been more than helpful. Thank you.
And you see, she like as she's talking, sort of passes her eye past and then back over, and sort of focuses behind you. I mean, you could ask her, and she like points at Nim.
Liv looks down at herself and is like, then points with both of her fingers, like,
Tell what?
Well, I mean, you said you have
Me?
a lord, but he can get you in the door. She can let you speak to him.
Because she's a cleric, or because they fought the same god?
No, because she's wearing armor made from here.
Oh,
Okay.
Well, you know.
armor is enough.
No, it's more the emblem, the guardian, right?
yeah.
Yes.
It's Thresdumir's, and you hear like a couple of dwarves in the back, like. Sorry. It's Thresdumir's faith. It's who he follows. Aside from the Forge Master, he is obsessed. He loves her.
That would kind of explain why.
Sorry.
Why I was taught about the Guardian from a dwarf. He probably came from here. Interesting.
What was his name? He might have a clan.
Yeah, he probably does. Momentarily, while I find what I named him in my backstory, because I cannot remember.
Whilst Nim's looking that up, could I ask, whilst we're in the city, one, could I get a jeweler's kit off her? And two, could I learn a little bit about it whilst I'm here?
Let me just check.
Sort of
I
like
mean,
take a
yes.
night class, if you will.
Yes, you'd be able to get a jeweler's kit, but gaining proficiency would take you maybe like 6 weeks of downtime. Like, because proficiency means you're good with it, like very good with it.
So, could I do a couple of classes whilst we're in town, and then maybe pick up a book to, kind of like we did with the herbalism stuff?
Yeah, maybe. It could be that you guys could be here for 6 weeks. So I don't know how long you're going to be here for. So,
yeah, I'll pick up a jeweler's kit.
Yeah, you can keep pursuing it. It's not going to be an issue.
Yeah.
And you can make me horn jewelry.
That might be a reason why I asked.
I literally can't find his name. I don't know. I have the city that I met him in, but I don't have his name.
Yeah, neither do I. That's why I asked. So,
Okay.
Make his name Jim, not Jim.
I was like, that is definitely not his
no,
name.
Jim is not here. He's living his best life in a field. Okay.
Yeah, Jim. Jeremy.
His name was Torgrus. Torgrus Pebblebeard.
What a name.
That's a cool name.
Mhm.
But yeah, she's like, oh, of course, we have tons of Pebblebeards. That's actually a very common name. You'd be surprised. Well, you've got, like, obviously, Stonebeard, Granitebeard, Boulderbeards, then the Pebblebeards. I think they were, like, a shorter offcut. They're, like, more like a new thing. So,
Interesting. Well, you learn something new every day. So you say, because we worship the same, he'd be happy to talk to me / us, your king? Yes?
well, I mean, with the accompanying lord, yeah.
Yeah, we need the Lord. We need the Lord to get us through the door, and then you to
Okay.
do the channel.
Well, it's either that or you wait. I think in a couple of days they're holding the public assembly. Maybe you could catch him there, but he's a king, so.
Yeah, and public. There's a lot of people, and everyone's going to be trying to talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the counselors are Dwarven families, you know, they've been here forever. We've got a couple of, I think we've got one or maybe 2 humans. I can't actually remember. And then obviously the elves. There's always one of them roaming around somewhere.
This is gonna sound a bit strange, but
That's alright, sweetie. What do you want?
are any of them blue like me?
I've been waiting to ask that question this entire time.
Blue. I mean, there's Throzimir's ward. Like,
They did say
Councillor
we heard them
Casvira.
before.
She's like, yeah, I don't. Maybe she does look a bit like you. Yeah.
What did you say
She's
her name
very
was?
tall.
Or what did you say her name was?
Councillor Casvira.
Casavira.
Pretty name.
She's a pretty lady.
you
I
said-
won't lie to you. I'm not really one for the tall folk, but that is a tree I would climb.
Oh,
You said she's his ward?
Yeah, like the family look after her, you know.
Oh,
we were told by the orcs that
Like a ward is like someone of similar standing that they look after because they don't have a place of their own.
I see. Do you know how long she's been here?
As long as I can remember. And I'm 206 next year.
You
It doesn't
don't
look a
look
day,
yet.
but I don't know what the normal for a dwarf.
I don't. I also don't know what's regular for dwarves.
Doesn't look a
You
day
don't look
of
a
one.
day over 80. Bye.
So the longest living races are the elves. Then the Genasi and the other ones, and the dwarves. The
Okay.
dwarves also live quite long.
When do they reach adulthood?
Same as everyone.
Okay.
In a vague amount of time.
Okay. You look very good for your age, is what I will say instead. Your skin is flawless.
Thank you, dear. So most dwarves have a lifespan of about 300 years.
Oh, damn.
Elves in Silvastria is 500.
I'm scared by you walking in the room. Jesus. Oh, I'm talking to my husband.
But yeah,
I figured, but yeah.
Councillor Casavira, she's like she's tall, she's got really long hair. She's a bit more pale than you are. You're more like a deep blue. You've got a lot more color.
You like a sky blue?
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah.
Sorry.
Well, actually, you're more like a sky blue. She's like a polished blue. I don't know the other word for blue, if I'm honest.
No, you've been very helpful.
Blue is
Thank
blue.
you. And then like knowing that she doesn't take like charity and stuff, Zephyr looks around like her shop to see like what she sells, with the mind to buy something.
Yeah, it's jewelry. It's like bracelets, earrings, necklaces, ear cuffs.
Or specifically just like decorative, as opposed like does any of it have like any?
Some of it looks like it would have like a practical use. Like there's some like gauntlet-esque, but they're more delicate. So they look like they would shield your arms. There's a couple of like what looks like chokers. They sort of sit on your collarbone and like cover the important parts of your neck. But it's made in a delicate way as to stop anyone essentially slitting your throat. But it's it's more of her finer work. It is Art Deco, but it's more like long trailing line work and a lot of gaps, and it looks quite nice. There's hair braids. They have a lot of hair. There's sheaths for different axes and hoops. There's some belts. But yeah.
I think Zephyr would find herself drawn to the hair, like you said, like a hair, kind of any hair jewelry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a vast swathe of different hair jewelry. They have a lot of hair.
Like something that she could have like a almost like sort of plait her hair and be able to like put this like pin in basically to like kind of keep it in place.
Like a brooch type thing. I don't have hair. It's like I get what you mean.
Yeah.
You can find one. It's about 15 gold. It's not a lot.
Yeah. She'll
you, it's a
pick
lot
out
for
piece.
normal people, is what I should have said.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. She'll pick out a piece and be like, oh, can I buy this, please?
Yeah, of course. It looks good on you.
Thank you. Yeah, and she'll pay for the piece.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. And that's it for Zephyr.
Okay, we will switch over. Keenan, what have you been doing? What are you up to? You mischievous little scamp.
Keenan is beelining for the axe and anvil.
Of course he is. Yeah, it is like the sturdiest looking building you've ever seen in your life. It's made out of marble, which doesn't make sense because there's no marble around here. Long, like, gilded columns, very regal, and vast, massive iron doors that sort of open before you even get to them. And there's 4 attendants holding the doors. They're all dwarves, but they sort of like look up at you and bow their heads.
Yep. Keenan looks straight ahead, like he's full on pompous mode, so he's not going to acknowledge the attendants, but make an entrance into the room, and he's looking out for Ellie.
Yeah. This is more like if you imagine like a high-end restaurant. It is a tavern, but there are like various different groups sitting around tables, and in the corner, with her back against the wall, sort of like softly swirling a goblet, you can see your sister, sort of one leg up on a different chair. She's talking to a man that's sat across from her. They seem to be enjoying the conversation, but she's not that interested. She's just kind of like idly bored. And then clocks eyes as you come in as sort of like oh, he's here finally.
Yeah. So, biggest grin that he can muster on his face, straight over to her, pulls her into a hug, says, I'm alive! After all, we managed to find a way around it. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, you look great. What happened? Where have you been? What?
Oh, where haven't I been? Just like all over, some weird kind of like chapel in the sky, which you probably know about because of Mum. And you know, we went to kind of this place, and he just rambles like without giving any we're here and we saw some hippogriffs and yeah.
I mean, it's an adventure. That's what you wanted, right?
Absolutely, yeah. I've grown a lot from it. Having people that I'm responsible for to take care of has brought out the best in me.
See, I told you you'd be good for it.
Yeah, agreed. And he looks around. Have we got a private suite to talk?
We can talk here, and she sort of like clicks, and you watch as like 3 different tables and the man all just stand up and leave.
So, to business.
Yes. Yeah, are you actually taking your place back now, or are we just gonna keep letting you roam?
Well, it depends, I guess, on how this conversation goes. And he starts rummaging in his bag and pulls out the piece of obsidian that's roughly the same size as the stone.
Okay.
I legit thought you betrayed me for a second. Goddamn.
Okay. I just rolled something. This is to see if Ellie recognizes if it's the right one. I rolled a 20.
Okay.
Which means she does. She sort of like picks it up. Really? This was your plan? Was to...
That's what I got. That's what I took from the thing.
Really?
Yeah, like I've had it in my bag since.
Keenan, this is just a piece of obsidian.
What? And then he looks at it and he's going to pretend that like he's properly
that's
bamboozled.
clever. Yeah, make me a deception with advantage. See if I can...
That is a 19.
Okay, so in my head, I gave her a +3. It should have been more. I don't know why I didn't, but that is what I did set in my head. I rolled a 15, so that's an 18.
Oh,
And you see, she's sort of like looking it over, like... They must have had a fake.
but it reacted like that. It was like it was doing stuff.
What
And,
kind
like,
of stuff? What do you mean it was
Like
doing
it just
stuff?
like it was very cold and like sucking like almost like the life out of the room.
See, she like drops it on the table. But there's nothing here, Keenan. This one, and she's like gingerly touching it again.
Yeah, and he's doing the same. Like he's poking it, going like I haven't dared to like touch it like for ages.
Like, Mother's information is never wrong. How could she be wrong about this?
Well, she isn't. Like I think like he pauses and he's like full on doing his best performance that he's ever done in his life here. I can't believe someone pickpocketed me. That's impossible. Like, I meant to steal from them.
Shit. Okay, I'll make something up with Mother. I won't drop you in it, but
I mean, no, that I know what she gets. Like, I can
no, it's fine. I can deal with it. You left me with it for a reason.
yeah,
Look,
this is crazy.
You just keep doing what you're doing. I will do what I've always done, and I will find a way around it.
Thank you, Ellie.
Yeah, but you owe me now, so I want like double birthday presents next year.
Absolutely. In fact, I have the most amazing story, and he starts talking about the ancestor.
Yes.
The dagger.
Yes.
And then about like the visions and like the glasses, and so I kind of feel like I've got to find these objects, but apparently one of them's at home, so I'm gonna have to like come home at some point.
That's fine. We can sort that out. That's not an issue.
But the things that we're finding on this trip, you're gonna have an amazing birthday present this year.
Okay, but I need to go back home to deal with Mother. So you're going to be in charge of the Argentum in the city. They've got a couple of things that they're monitoring at the moment, so you're just going to have to deal with it. The good thing is you can swan about with your title, so use that to your advantage if you want. But I need to.
Yeah.
I need to go
anything
now. And she sort of like stands up, gives you her goblet,
he's
and then just out.
Do I need to be aware of anything as she's walking out the door?
Yes, and then just doesn't clarify it.
Yeah, great.
You left her with a mess. She's leaving you with one.
That's fair. That is absolutely fair. And then he's going to sit for a little bit, sipping from the goblet, and then he's going to approach the establishment and hire rooms, if they're available, at the Axe and Anvil. But more of kind of like office reception rooms to receive people.
Do you just want one or two, or how many do you want?
If they've got it's going to say for a 10-day.
Okay.
A suite if they have one. If not, a room that has kind of like a desk set up where you can receive visitors and conduct business discussions.
Ooh, so it's 12 gold a day for the
Okay.
I'm gonna call it
So
the Sapphire
100
Suite.
Sapphire Suite.
Yeah.
Lovely. How many beds in the Sapphire Suite?
As many as you need.
Okay, excellent. So we shall put 6 beds in there as well. So that's 120 gold. 12 gold a day, 10 days. He hands that over and says to put anything else on his account, and he'll settle up before he checks out.
Okay. Sure, no problem. You just need to ring the bell for me, please. There's like a little, the concierge desk, little bell.
Yeah.
And as soon as you hit it, like a soft little spike jabs you in the palm, and you can see like the blood then soaks back into the metal.
Excellent. Keys to the room. My attendants are not with me at the moment, and I need them to be able to have free access back and forth. Do I need to provide you with their names or
Nope,
introduce
you just
them to you?
ring the bell and keys will be provided.
Excellent. That's what he does.
Do you need anything else, sir?
If I will be back this evening, if it's possible, could you provide a taster of local foods and drinks, having an intimate party this evening. If that could be made ready in the Sapphire Suite, I would be most appreciative.
Of course, absolutely. Anything we can do to please you.
Excellent. Great. I've been traveling a lot. Is there a decent clothes maker, tailor, nearby?
Yeah, sure. It's just opposite the jewelers in the main market.
So, thank you very much. I will see you later. And he heads that way.
Cool. Yeah, you bump straight into the others as you sort of
What he wants to do
collide.
before he finds anyone is find a ribbon to tie one around one of the keys.
I would even if you
If
ask
he
the-
can't
you
find a
could-
ribbon, he'll take
You
one
could
from his hair.
literally just ask the front desk. Be like, "Do you have any
That's what I'll
ribbon?"
do
And
then.
they would be like, "We
Sure.
will go get you some,
Yeah.
sir."
Excellent. So he like puts a ribbon around the key, so that it's ready to give as a present.
Yeah, and then as you guys are coming sort of back together, you bump into each other. And in amongst the rest of the sort of dwarven human crowd that seem to be mingling about.
Guys, how's it been going?
Good.
Not bad.
We've learnt some things.
I'm proud.
Excellent. Good things, bad things,
Things.
middle things.
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 I might take off jewelry. That's something that came out of it. Yeah.
Good career to have.
He's gonna make me jewelry from my horns.
Pretty. You've said you've been wanting jewelry for your ones for a while.
Yeah, like since she asked him weeks ago. She's just assuming that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah, guess in a way I'm sort of becoming our guild artisan.
Yeah.
Is sort of where this seems to be going. So we might have to maybe sort out some paperwork. We might get a discount. You never know. It might be like a guild merchant.
Yeah, if you
thing.
actually join a guild, you might. Instead of just floating around.
Well, I've got some good news on that front. I've got to do some family business while we're here, so I could probably make some introductions.
That would be amazing.
Steph is gonna like give him this look of like family business, and she's just like glaring at him like, please,
And
please don't have betrayed me.
And actually, on that note, because family's paying, we can't conduct business where we were staying, which I still stand by was probably a good choice. We do have the option of a suite. And like he pulls out the key very kind of like gingerly and presents it to Persephone with the ribbon around it.
Ooh, ribbon.
So
Much
Persephone,
more to our taste.
this key is massive. It's made out of wrought iron. Very classically dwarven, and then it's inlaid with gold that seems to like line in all of the different parts of the grooves.
She doesn't really pay attention to it. She just takes the ribbon off and puts it in her hair. And she's like, cookie.
So we've got a place for shady business and a place for still shady but high society shady business.
Do I need to be worried? Sorry, I was yawning. Do I need to be worried?
No,
You know why I'm asking this? Do I need to be worried?
no, there's not up to anything dangerous, as far as I'm aware. I haven't been asked to kill anyone. Ellie's had to go home, family business. So, yeah, that's why I've got to stay in town for a little bit and look after things because she's had to rush home.
Seth will like visibly sort of relax a little bit when she hears that Ellie's gone. She was so scared.
Is she?
And she's gonna look at him and be like, "We need to talk later."
On the subject of introductions, I was wondering if you could make some with the connections you seem to have a lot of.
Sure. I absolutely, we can do that. Slight kind of adjustment to the plan. I need to work out who my connections are.
Okay.
As I say, Ellie had to leave in a rush, so it can be done. Absolutely. There is staff at the inn that will be able to send out invites and things, and we can make those connections. But I just need to work out who people are.
We were told that we could, with a lord, you be introduced or get a conversation with the royals, where we believe a certain ward is with amongst them. Yes, I'm not good at words.
I mean, yeah, it doesn't even have to be the royals. It's the
It's the
government.
ward that we want, but the royals is the. You get us in the door.
Oh, yeah, that can be done. Absolutely.
By we, I mean Sever, not
in which door?
Not a literal door. I mean, you get us in the. Someone explain this for me. I'm not good with words.
The king has a ward. Her name's Councilwoman Kazvira.
Kazvira, yeah.
Yeah. And I would quite like to meet her.
And apparently you can get us to the door, and I can get us a conversation with them because my armor's from here.
And that they both follow the guardian, or the king follows.
Yeah. That is the important part. The king worships the guardian too.
Big fan.
Big fan.
Biggest fan, guys.
That will absolutely help. How is everyone feeling? Have you eaten?
Not just yet.
Nope.
Fancy getting a bite to eat while I make some arrangements?
Are you disappearing on us again? Are you being...
No. I mean, we can eat together while I speak to the staff and see if we can get to meet the king.
So as the family's paying, Keenan, there's going to be a buffet, right? Just checking.
Yeah. Expenses. It's fine.
Seth is gonna
I'm just pulling you, Jane.
Seth is gonna look at Talon and be like, "We don't have to go hunting for our food."
Yeah, but it's kind of nice. It's kind of nicer when you know where it comes from, right?
Yeah, and when
Respect.
you
Having eaten our road food.
Come on, it wasn't that bad.
I would say that
really fresh fish. You liked it.
A chef
Hey, you guys
meal
are good hunters.
has a
I
good
never said you were
competition.
good chefs.
Didn't Zeph or Nim take the chef
Nim did, I think.
background? Yeah.
I'm just.
It couldn't have been that bad, right?
I was just happy. I was just happy that we didn't have to go get our hands dirty. I'm dirty enough. Look at my clothes. I need new clothes.
That's a good point. Like, do we need to get new attire for like this thing, Keenan? Like, because we probably
would be a good idea. I'm certainly going to.
I have holes in my dress.
But
I will say,
again, that
as
could
you guys are
probably be
having this
arranged.
conversation, I don't know who notices it, but but just because I find it funny, as you guys are like having this conversation or like talking in a group, Kozar seems to be like off to one side slightly, and he's doing the classic like leaning against a building, And the longer this conversation goes on, you guys sort of like slowly like drift and one by one like turn to look at him, and he's standing there, and then above him is
the tailor.
stone weaves, tailors,
Tailor.
and weavers. And it's just like
I was waiting for it.
Yep.
it's
However,
like you guys are all like having this really long conversation, and then like the camera pans out, and it's just like the tailors is right there.
Keaton's gonna like finger gun at Kozar and go, great idea. However, we are on family business, and that's not quite how we'll do things.
I mean,
Trust me on this. We're heading to the suite, and I start leading people back to the axe and anvil.
I look homeless.
You
But
won't.
Keaton, all of
It's fine.
Sleep on the streets. I mean, I
But
do.
all of my pack and stuff is at the dodgy
Please.
place.
Trust me,
The broken chain.
it is all in hand.
I need clothes.
We are getting you clothes. We will get everyone's stuff.
You
Follow
see,
me.
Kozar puts his hand on Persephone's shoulders, and he's like, "Free food, free food, free food, free food," and it's just like guiding her like towards the. And once again, you guys go through all that extravagance. Once again, like massive doors. The doors open. It's like there should be a fanfare. It's like, but there's not. As you guys walk in, it's just elegance, like top tier. There's like 6 people just attending to you guys. As you
Turns to
enter
walk
in.
out. He
Yeah.
knows she doesn't belong.
Keenan is going to grab her and prevent her from walking out. And on their way past, he's going to speak to the concierge and say, if you could send for a seamstress, a tailor. We also need a messenger to pick up our belongings from the broken chain where my attendants were staying. If you can send them up to the Sapphire Suite, so that we can have dresses made, outfits made for the party.
I just want to buy a Wonder
Also,
Woman.
if you could send for a messenger to pick up some letters to be delivered in about 3-4 hours, that would be appreciated.
You see the clerk behind the counter just sort of blinks at you and then points at the bell.
And he presses the bell.
And it's like ding, and then all of a sudden this like hurricane of people just like appear, and like all just moving about. You see like 4 of them leave the building, like 2 of them usher you guys into a booth, and it's just like more and more people roaming around. The clerk's like shouting things in Dwarvish. One of them's not moving quick enough, and he's like like ushering him out the door. And that is where we're going to end our session. And we'll pick it up next week?
Yay.
Yeah.
Maybe? I think so, yeah. Next week... wait, what date is next week? Yeah, next week. We'll pick it up next week for another episode of Stormcaller's Fury. Until then, this has been my Weirdcast. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye.
Eternity's a gift, they say, to never cross the veil. This life I try to savor, and I try to no avail. Curse that mortal brevity which has rent you from my arms. Curse this cold eternity without you to keep me warm. Your never-ending elegy is a ballad with no melody, as empty